Welcome to Esoteric Show. You
can still feel the pain of that coin hockey badass jamming his thumb up my butthole.
Turning and turning in the widening journey. The falcon cannot hear the falconer.
As always,
Things
follow
fall
the
apart.
You've
The
been saying
center
the
cannot
same shit
hold.
again and again for like 15 minutes now.
Humanity is loosed
We don't
upon
have
the
any
world.
cow porn in our Discord.
But the dim tide is loosed.
You're probably a nihilist.
Everywhere
faggot.
the
I don't like
ceremony
you.
lessens
What's
is
wrong?
drowned.
My dick is 8
The
inches.
best lack all conviction. While the worst are full of passion and intensity.
Kino, I got your Kino right here in a dress.
Well, you're a fucking pedophile, so maybe an atheist or a Christian would look at this and say, well, you're just a rapist.
Pride is born of good works, positive qualities, and successful results.
And we will plant that right between Beardson's legs.
You don't want to get into a dick measuring competition with me.
Had to. It's live, by the way, right now. About to be, anyway. Warski's coming in. They touch gloves at the start. Salt Papi fainting. Warski looking shook. He's already broken. He's already book broken. Oh! Oh, God! Oh, my God! Oh, my God! Warski, no! Warski, no! Warski, no! Oh, my God! Oh, my God! Oh, my God! Dude, are you kidding me? Dude, are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Andy, look at his face. He's gonna cry.
LOL.
Dude, are you fucking kidding me?
Mystical Everything sent $3.
Eradicate! Dude! Dude! Are you fucking kidding me?
Anonymous sent $3. Warski Brothers, it's so
Dude! Holy shit! I didn't even have time to blink! Warski just got obliterated! Live in London. He hasn't moved off the stool. Saw Papi still dancing, styling and profiling.
Andy Warski,
oh my God.
Ralph deserves this more than you ever did.
Oh my God. Warski absolutely devastated.
Anonymous sent $3. I went to piss. Is it already over?
It is over.
LMFAO.
It is over in a brutal fashion. Oh my God. Warski got clowned on in a way. Oh man, I gave him way too much credit. Oh my God.
Sent $3. The fight lasted 15 seconds.
LMFAO. Warski, you got clowned by Keemstar. Oh, I hope it was worth it, Andy. Oh, Bibble! Bibble, are you here? Oh my God! Are you watching this? Bibble.
Watch this again.
I'll be right back. Hold on. I gotta go. Fuck.
Bibble. Right, oh my God. Warski. Oh my God. Oh, dude, he got absolutely annihilated, and that is not hyperbole. Somebody tag me with some screenshots so we can get some still images up here.
Boogly Woogly sent $10. One by one they all fall.
Damn. Metokur said it best. God's a big fan of the kill stream.
He's thinking about you right now. You know that, right?
Hey, Jim, how's it going? How's it going, buddy? Wow. Warski looks like he's about to cry. Damn! Holy shit! King Papi. Oh my God! Wow! Warski's crying! Oh my God, he's dancing on him! Damn! Holy shit!
Ha 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 ha. Richard Percival sent $3. He will never live this down. All those months of training, wasted.
No, he was training.
Virginian sent $3. Let's fucking go. Sam Hyde is the main fucking man.
Dude, he didn't land a punch. He just crouched and got...
Nixon sent $3. Warski Jr. has been waiting his whole non-existent life for this moment.
Toronto Gaming Commission sent $5. Felted. Nah, canvassed son.
Oh my
Yago
God.
sent $3. Nigga got goat legs up.
Dude, I'm just...
Nick telegrammed it.
Ulrich
He
sent
said felted.
$5. The finale to The Cruel Summer was obvious from the beginning, but amazing nonetheless.
Oh, man.
That was the stupidest shit I've ever seen.
$3. Okay, I don't know shit about boxing. Can you explain why the ref ended the fight, please?
Dude, this is... Because he was knocked out. What do you mean?
All Americans sent $10. He got put to sleep.
That was brutal. Somebody clip it.
Titanium Who White sent $5 total Ralph male victory.
Big Tech's here as well. Hold on, these are still rolling.
Did he even throw one punch?
No, he just crouched like this and got just absolutely demolished. Thank you, World's Going, man. Yeah, his fight career is taking off after that one.
Vistoke sent $3. I just work out casually and I'm in way better shape than Tardsky. Keep him away from any high places or sharp objects tonight.
Davidson $3.
Dude, he flew all the way there for that?
No.
Dude, it's over. It's over. It's over. Holy shit, it's
Even
over.
the 5 seconds that he was in there, he looked so stupid with his little squirrely, faggoty dance that he was doing around there with the little happy feet. Oh my God, I was laughing the whole time, and then he got knocked out. I just lost. I have a headache from laughing so hard.
Dude, by the way.
Oh my God.
By the way, Metokur.
Suicide watch.
Oh, he's on. Yeah. Metokur talked him into this, by the way.
Richard Percival sent $3. 2K watching BTW.
Metokur talked him into this, and now he's laughing at him on Twitter already.
God of Conquest 91 sent $3. The knockout heard round the world.
Warski, he's already laughing at you. I tried. You should have listened to me, brother. Jim is already laughing at you on Twitter. All your buddies are fucking clowning
Fisherman
on you now.
sent $3. Papi hit the restart button. Warski blue screen.
Wow. Damn, I told him what was going to happen. He didn't listen.
Sent $3. Can someone please tell Koksky that making 2 training and then doing coke for 6 months does not count as training?
Oh, no. He didn't listen.
A-hole Anderson sent $3. One shot Warski.
Oh, no.
Anonymous sent $3. Hey Tardsky, maybe if you actually trained instead of doing cocaine, you wouldn't have had your ass handed to you in 10 seconds flat.
Yeah, maybe he should have got punched in the chest some more to prepare for this fight.
Your reaction to
It
was 2:46 into the... There was
the same result would happen with Tonka.
It was 14 seconds into the fight. Tonka would have worked this
Big
guy.
T sent $3. Salt Papi built more of a sweat in celebration than the fight itself.
Dude, this was insane.
Hail
16
Gribble sent
seconds.
$3. My browser froze right after the battle. I missed the whole fight by the time I refreshed, bruh.
Dude. 2K live. Holy
Joey
fuck.
Jojo G-Star sent $3. Not even a second chance. Lol, okay, I get it. Follow-up question, why did they not make him wear headgear for his first match ever?
When he went like this.
He was trying to get him killed.
When he went like this, I knew it was over. Like, that's when you're knocked out.
Anonymous sent $3. Andy needs to disappear for a while after this.
Oh, man.
Holy fuck.
Oh,
that was the absolute worst case scenario for him.
It was.
Flew all the way there to
It
not
was.
throw a single punch and get knocked out in 10 seconds.
It was the worst thing.
I am cringing. Wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy.
It was literally the worst thing that could have happened to him, other than dying. Other than dying in the ring, it was the worst thing.
Comfy. Eliminated. Warski. Eliminated.
And I said that this was going to happen.
Summer.
I called it.
This nigga has such a low IQ. He's just starting to work at Walmart already. No fighting and no reading.
What the fuck?
Tony Castle sent $3 WTF. I went to take a piss and the fight's over. WTF. Duke and Napalm sent $10 with a season finale. I hope Andy enjoyed the taste of the combat and the sound of everyone laughing at him. 07 another huge W.
Other than just dying in the ring tonight.
Smug sent $5 that Super Show 2 weeks ago somehow looks even worse.
Oh God, I can't.
He went through the ropes.
Marcom sent $3. He looked like he'd never been in a fight before.
He couldn't have
Even
been
Papi
better.
looked surprised how easy he dropped.
Dude.
Yeah.
He got hit hard.
93 sent $4. I thought it was hilarious when the announcer called PPP John Candy. Knockout blow. Ralph wins again.
Oh, he got hurt. He couldn't recover for a minute. Like he was sitting on the stool.
What a perfect end to Cruel Summer. It's official all enemies.
Dude, I thought his shoes were gonna come off. He got hit so hard.
He got knocked out of his
The
shit.
TRU sent $3 respect to Warski for getting in the ring, but that's a brutal knockout.
Oh, dude.
No fight IQ, clearly didn't prepare enough.
No.
How did he get on the card?
He was scared from jump
State of
street.
that fat cunt in the gay shirt in his corner.
Every
too.
one of those blows.
Shout out to Barkley Walsh.
1, 2, 3. Oh God, the 1, 2.
All American sent $3. He trained with 200-pound men BTW. Lamau.
Dude, all these people try to say that this was like, oh, well, at least he got in the ring.
No.
There's nothing respectable.
No,
There's
dude.
nothing respectable about getting in the ring and getting knocked out in 10 seconds.
No,
Like,
that's
anybody can
exactly
do that,
right.
literally.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's no respecting. Just get knocked the fuck out right away. Like what the fuck?
God damn it, is Tardsky
He didn't even land a punch, man.
punches to the face? This nigga needs to work in a factory
He
doing
curled
manual
up in a
labor.
ball.
I
He
never
curled
wanna
up
see
in a
this
ball
nigga
just
again.
like he did in Miami. You punk bitch. You absolute punk bitch. You curled. Were you yelling? Were you squealing?
Yeah.
Inside the ring? Oh, hi Judas. How's it going? Oh, you backed the wrong team, son. Oh, you backed the wrong team. Metokur's already shitting on Warski on Twitter. He knows which way the wind's blowing. Andy, it's over. I hope you saved your money.
Big T sent
Somewhere in the
$3.
dark
First
trailer,
thing
Tonka
PPP
saw us
is going to do
screaming
when
and
he
throwing
sees
things
Buck
mad that he didn't
Salted
just show up
Warski
to that
is
fight.
asked for his half of the payout.
Oh, PPP. They cleared the channel. What did PPP know this was about to happen? Because this motherfucker, their channel is cleared on YouTube right now, which is curious. Yeah, that happened right before the fight.
No, they probably cleared it because he didn't want, they wanted to get all these new KSI fans that are clearly going to be coming over now that Andy Warski won the fight,
By the way, Smeagol, thank you for that with the 100 spot over on Cash App. Oh, yeah, bring him in. Let's see. Hold on. Oh, I have to do that, don't I? Yeah, let me bring him in. Nick, what's up, man?
Hey, what's going on, big man?
Oh, just a fantastic day. It literally could not have gone better. I'm kind of stunned.
You said earlier, you said it literally, the only outcome that would have been worse was he fucking died. That's so true. That's the worst. I mean, I started watching the fight thinking like, it's gonna happen, what's going on? And it was just like obvious from the start that Saul Papi was gonna kick this fucking ass, but he was even better than I thought. Like just one hit, boom, on his ass, down, the fight's over. Holy shit!
He didn't even land a punch.
Dude,
he didn't even try a punch.
He didn't even throw a punch. He literally just crouched down like this and backed away. Like, please don't hurt me, and then got absolutely hurt anyway.
I think he should kill himself, honestly. I think he should commit suicide tonight.
That's what I think. That would actually be honorable.
We should all commit suicide tonight. Well, the best was John Candy. So they called him John Candy as his coach. Yeah, big fat ass ringside. Dude, CWC, he had to probably eat onions for breakfast for a month to afford a ticket to the UK just to watch that.
Think about him. He spent, it cost like $1,500 to just fly to the UK out of nowhere. So he paid $1,500 to walk down. They didn't even give Warski. Listen, they didn't even give Warski an entrance, by the way. They just started and they were already in the ring. They showed a video package or some shit or talked to some people behind the scenes. He didn't even get an entrance. And then he's just sitting there and watches Warski just absolutely get demolished. And
dude, the only thing he's getting out of this is becoming a stain on the mat, dude. Like, that's all that he's going to get out of this. This is incredible.
Oh, yeah. Good to be. It's a good week to be Ethan Ralph. That's all I could say, right? Good week to be Nick Fuentes and Ethan Ralph and Beardson Beardley and Yoba.
Yoba!
Is Yoba here?
Where is he? I think he was going to stop in earlier.
He's in the chat.
All right, let's see if he pops in. We'll bring him on.
Oh yes. Well, good things happen to good people.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. It's great to be here on Cozy.tv, I have to say.
Let's go.
It's been a privilege. We got 2,000 plus live now, just watching Warski on repeat. This is just a brutal. I don't know if people understand. Like,
look at the time.
This is like
the time in the corner.
This is look at the time. That's the funny part. 2:45 into the first round. Like, not into the first round. That's how much time was left. Oh, man. It really doesn't get any better than this. Like, I don't know. This is like a career highlight. Yeah, I don't know. This is great. I gotta thank Andy Warski, I guess. Can I just give him a round of applause here, because this is gonna be hard to top in terms of my enemies just absolutely beclowning themselves.
That was for Warski Jr., man. That was Warski Jr. reaching out. Let's go! Dumb.
Bro. You know, Warski, whenever you're throwing those punches, you really gotta aim first,
Dude, what was he thinking? Like, I don't understand. Like, it's like he immediately got scared and then just, oh man, Salt Papi. It was like another league. Like, holy shit.
The worst way to approach a boxing match, by the way.
Oh.
Dude, he went down like a cartoon character.
No, dude, he got hurt.
Like you could hear somebody say "Timber," and he just like falls down.
Oh my god.
Dude.
Oh, dub after dub after dub. Yeah, not a good summer for those guys, huh? They thought they did something back in May. They really thought they did something, and now here we are.
Oh, damn. Well, I hope PPP's going to eat good tonight, though. He's getting half of Warski's check for this fight.
Oh, really? Is that true?
Yeah, that's true. He said, well, that's what they said on air, that he was getting half the check.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, whatever Warski got for his, 15 seconds worth of, adding the 25 seconds worth of work tonight. So, yeah, PPP is gonna be eating good in the neighborhood.
Oh, man.
He literally almost fell out of the ring. Like, that's what I was saying before the fight, that I wanted to see him knocked out of the ring, and it almost happened. Like, look at his head. It falls into the bottom rope.
Hey, Bake's in here. Pull Bake did.
Okay, let me pull him in, too. We got to hear what Bake's got to say. Bake's got to be enjoying this, too.
Oh,
Bakes, what's up, man? This is like just fairy tale ending here. Oh, nightmare ending for Warski.
Yo, what's up, everybody?
What's up, man? Thoughts on this?
I am laughing my ass off. I gotta say thank you. Big shout out to the king, Andy Warski, for giving us this amazing content. I'm gonna be laughing about this for years. This was the quickest KO in fucking boxing history. He got knocked out by a little Asian kid, and he fucking hit his head on the ring. Beautiful.
Oh.
I'm gonna get one of those like digital picture frames and put it like right by my bed and just have this video on loop.
Oh man!
Wow. What was he thinking? Come on, bro.
Oh, dude.
He got set up.
Dude, we said this from the start. I have videos out and clips from the show where we talked about it. Me and Dick Masterson the other night. Keemstar set him up to get his ass. Like, anybody knows he's gonna get fucking demolished in this. Now, I mean, this is worst case scenario, obviously. But
I thought maybe he would like last till the end of the first round, or you can't go out like that. Come on, bro.
I gave him way too much credit, honestly. Yeah, I was like, well, maybe he'll get out of the first. He didn't get out of the first 30 seconds, not the first round.
Yeah.
Like, I mean.
15 seconds. It was 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Well, I could tell right when he walked in there, he was stiff as hell, and he was shuffling his feet. Like, you could just tell he was about to fall.
Yeah.
It was not looking good. Also, he just looked scared, and that, that's not a good position to be in.
Well, right away, when I saw him doing this and backing away, I was like, all right, that's not a good position. And then it literally, like, before I even had time to think about that too much, he got knocked the fuck out. Like, it was that quick. Like, that's how the fight went.
I didn't even get to finish my coffee, man. Like,
it was that
one sip.
It was that fast.
I think it was 14 seconds, right?
Yeah, well, he goes down here at 2:44. I don't know what the official call on it was, but he goes down there at 2:44. So 2:34.
I already know the cope he's gonna bring. Like, you can see it in the pictures. He's gonna be like, "Dude, the ref totally rigged it. I was ready to go another 10 rounds." You know he's gonna say that, right?
Well, he can say
no
that.
Gives a shit, dude. He needs to commit suicide as soon as possible.
Hey, listen.
He shouldn't come back from England.
I will say this live on the kill stream. If Andy Warski wants to fight me, I'll beat his fucking ass in the ring next. So there's a official offer.
Wow, I think you could probably take him in 10 seconds. Honestly, he's going to be demoralized after this one.
I'm trying to beat the high score.
We can just pay Warski to come and get knocked out. That would be pretty funny. Yeah, at every Ralphamania, Warski just comes and gets knocked out by a different person.
He's like a ringer, except for he actually tries to win. You know, he doesn't know he's a ringer.
He just gets knocked out by somebody new when you try to beat the high score. In terms of whoever does the fastest, I like that gimmick.
Yes, it's speed running. Yeah, it's speed run knockout Andy Warski. Yeah,
he's gonna need some work after this too. So Kino Casino is done. So.
We need somebody to make like a punch out mod. You know what I mean? Where it's just like you just punch Andy Warski once and he just knocks out.
Did you see that they deleted all their videos from their YouTube channel? Have you seen that yet?
I did see that.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I think they probably.
So what's that all about?
Probably privated them so they don't get reported.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Part of the deal for them to move over to cummy.com to protect their new entrants over there. They got to delete all the old evidence or something.
Right.
I don't think he's spending his money. By the way, that's a prediction I'm saying. I don't think he's getting half the money. I think Warski's just like, dude, I got knocked out, bro. I'm not giving you.
Now he will. By the way, look at his legs. Warski's in another country. Look at him after. Yeah, right.
This is the best thing ever.
Did he even fucking train? It's like he didn't throw a single punch. What the fuck?
Wow. Yeah, he's going to try to say he was ready to go. Yeah, you were done, dude. Are you kidding me? Thank God he stopped the fight before you saw Papi would have probably killed you, dude. Are you kidding me? That was like 50.
Literally.
Yeah, you probably would have died in that ring, dude. Like, look at him trying to. Yeah, no way. Ref's like, that's over.
Oh, yeah.
Look at him getting like he's struggling to get up. He's like, I can't. Yeah, it's so great. Everything about
Look at his face. Do you see his face at the end?
Yeah.
So I wish someone got a screenshot at the very end, like at the. Let me see if I could get that. I told someone to snatch it when he's sitting on his ass towards the end. His face looked like crusty too. His face looked like I don't even know what.
He was a sight for sore eyes there on the stool. He sat on the stool for a while after.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not trying to play the audio that was coming through. But yeah, he sat on the stool for a while after. I'll see if I can get a shot of that too. I better check Twitter.
Yeah, somebody in DC, give me that. Oh, dude, this is so bad. Look at that. I'm posting this on my Telegram. look at this. I'm posting this on my Telegram.
As a fucking hand to get beat.
His face is fucking swollen and he's sweet. He's just fucking seething. I love it.
Oh, dude.
Looks like a fucking caveman, dude.
He thought he had a chance, didn't he?
His face is on swole. He's kind of fat.
He's like Geico insurance or something.
Yeah, he doesn't really look that in shape, does he? Like, I mean, I don't know.
He's got the pepperoni nips going on there. What's the story?
Holy shit!
Oh,
yeah,
those are huge, man. What the fuck?
It's
Does
probably
cocaine make your nipples bigger or something? Is that a side effect?
It's the vax. They're vaccinated.
Oh, dude.
Wow.
He's kind of bloated. His face is bloated now too. On one side, I noticed it looks like he's got some.
Oh, there's a different angle. There's a different angle of the knockout.
Oh, we need to see that.
Yeah, it's on Nick's.
Oh, really? Okay, I'll pull that up too.
Yeah, I forwarded all of them.
Oh shit! Here goes
Hey,
a
Ralph,
picture.
someone told me to tell you that Andy's subcultured channel posted a new iceberg game lore video 6 minutes ago. The casino's closed and they're back to the iceberg videos. I don't know what that means, but you could. I checked his subcultured channel and he posted a video.
Okay, we'll pull that up. Casinos closed. That was kind of predicted. Bibble, didn't you say that might happen? Let me see if I can find this other knockout angle too. Oh, casinos closed. What? This is like what? Like a total.
I sent you a video of it too.
Total America First, total Ralph victory. Then, like, this is just staggering. I can't even hardly comprehend the win. Okay.
Staggering victories for all of us all the way around over the past few months.
It's like, dude. Oh my God, this is the other angle. Holy shit, this is brutal. Oh my God. This is like an execution. Look at his face when he was on the ground too. He's like, oh, you hurt me. Look at him. Look at his face. Like, oh, ow. Ow, that hurts.
Owie. Owie. Hurting.
My asshole.
First you're like, yes, hurting. No, we
Holy shit.
It's a great day. It's the greatest day ever.
It literally might be. All right,
Best
now
thing ever.
let me pull this up on screen too. Here goes the alternate angle of the knockout. It's like
you can literally see like birds like circling around his head like in a fucking Looney Tunes cartoon, you know?
oh,
ow, my penis. Oh, man. That's delicious.
Oh,
that's delicious. That's yummy. What a yummy little turn of events.
Well, I have some words for Warski real quick. Good things happen to good people, and bad things happen to bad people. I don't know.
Real.
Oh. This is like the worst thing. It's like if he could have visualized the worst thing happening, like I said, other than dying, I mean, it would be this. You know what I mean? Like,
it would have been better, honestly.
Dude, it looks like his life is flashing before his eyes right there when he's on the road. He's like, I'm dead, mama.
At least he would have probably had to have, a long fight or taken some serious blows to have died in the ring. He could have died a warrior that way. Now he's just going out like a complete bitch. Yeah, I guess that's true. By the way, I'm looking at his channel.
He didn't even go out on
Yeah.
Not even on a beat down. He just got bonked and went down like a faggot.
Now somebody's saying somebody said he put out a video saying he's back to games now. Is that what you said? I'm looking at his subculture.
It already got banned for hate speech though, but yeah, he did.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know why, but he put out it was called like an iceberg lore video like 6 minutes ago basically, and then I checked it again, it said removed for hate speech, so someone reported it. But yeah, they did. I'll send you the screenshots.
Wow. That's crazy. Sounds like he's taking some more hits today. That's tough for him. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, it sucks. That sucks if he would lose all of his accounts today, too. That would really just kind of be the icing on the cake. Keem really treating him well, I have to say. I hope that 100K.
Your Telegram. I sent it to your Telegram DMs.
Oh, man, that's tough. Hate speech. Wow. That's tough. I don't support that. Let's see. Yeah, see it says super iceberg. This video has been removed for violating YouTube's policy on hate speech. Yeah, it does say that. So
what do you mean iceberg?
So you're telling me it said in the video that the casino was closed and he was going back to making video game videos?
Well, no, that's what people are messaging. Like Killstream viewers are messaging me. They said that they believe that because they took down all the videos from the casino and started uploading on Subcultured, he was trying to grift back to making gaming videos. And, because there's no way if he wants to grow in this YouTube community, he could keep doing the casino. No fucking way. I mean, the things they were saying about your mother last night was despicable, and what they say about all of us. So that's what appears to be happening. I mean, look at the timing. Released the video right after the fight. Come on.
Yeah, I think the reason they hid the video is because they thought like this was gonna be their big break. Like Warski was gonna win, and everyone's like, "Well, who's Andy Warski? Let's check him out." And then they were gonna like pivot their content to be like drama YouTubers like Keem or whatever. But instead, it's like he gets his ass kicked in 10 seconds, and now they're a laughing stock in every single community on the internet. Oh,
dude, this is. I don't see it. I don't see a turnaround from this. This
no way. It's over.
This is iconic here. Warski flouting his ass, just brutalized. Now let's see.
Beautiful makeup.
Let's see. PPP pulling an IMC says subculture channel. It says they're putting racist videos up. Wait, what is this? Oh, this is a video that they just put up on Subcultured. So it's like somebody is, I guess, bombing their channel with racist video uploads.
Did someone hack their channel?
Well, I don't know. Seems like it.
There it is. I found the picture I was looking for. I'm posting on my Telegram.
I'm gonna show that too. But yeah, I guess somebody's uploading racist videos.
He's about to cry.
I think they're getting hacked or something. Maybe is it Ian Miles Chong from the grave?
Oh, dude, Ian Miles Chong, one last op. You know what? Hats off. If it is, hats off. I have to say, perfect time to strike. Wow, what could it be? Holy fuck, that would be legendary. Actually, I don't like that guy at all. He's a fuck.
Probably has the login still, so it probably is him.
Well, he's a complete fucking faggot, but still, hats credit where credit's due. If he waited this long to finish the job, this would be amazing. And might actually push
a dish best served cold, man. Like that would be some 40 chess right there. And wait for Andy Warski to get his like ass kicked and then like flag his fucking channel while he's getting his ass kicked.
Oh, dude, that's like amazing. Apparently he's already eaten one strike too. Like he ate those 3 or 4 punches from Salt Papi. So I don't know. Damn, that picture. Holy fuck!
Yeah,
he knew he made
1,000 words.
He knew he made a mistake in that moment for sure. I shared that on Twitter too. Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, he might have a little headache tonight. I don't know.
Yeah, he's going to.
A little bit.
Yeah, 100%. All right, there we go. There it is up on the screen. Oh.
Somehow I think my pro wrestling debut is going to be a little better than this.
Yeah, Ralph and Manny, come on. This is a joke. That was like 15 seconds worth of action right there. That's pathetic. Ralph and Manny is going to... Are you kidding me? I was saying this before the fight, but now I'm even more convinced. Like, this was a complete clown show. Now, I will say the Sam Hyde fight, that was pretty entertaining. I was glad to see him win. And this was entertaining, not for the competitiveness, though.
This was the most entertaining.
Yeah, I got to give credit. I mean, from a certain point of view, I got to tip my hat to Keem a little bit. I mean, I don't know. He had to have known this was going to be
I got to tip my hat. I got to tip my hat to Warski. He really stole the show by being the most pathetic person in the ring today. The real highlight.
Oh, dude, how does he go on after this? Oh man, he's so mentally weak too. Like, I don't know if he's gonna be able to. He's such a weak guy.
Oh yeah.
A lot of cocaine tonight.
Can we just acknowledge that, like, how awesome this week is? MTG says she's going to eradicate Kiwi farms. It gets shut down by some tranny, and now Andy Warski's getting his fucking ass kicked in 15 seconds. Like, everybody that hates us just is getting fucking shit on all week this week, and it's fucking awesome.
Flamenco.
Great week.
Flamenco retired. Oh, it's been great. I'm glad everybody can stop by.
Let's not forget that.
That's true. Yeah, and he still got the W.
Victory.
Yeah, we still got the Sam Hyde W. I appreciate everybody stopping by. I'm glad everybody could come in. I had to, do a little celebrating after this turn of events. Just amazing win for Cozy. Amazing. What do you think about? Did you see the Comfy clone? I don't know if you saw that.
I did see that one. I saw the what's that guy's name? Big faggot or whatever. Big pussy faggot with his with the race mixed daughters and all that. I saw him. He was saying like, what, they're gonna let atheists on, but they're not gonna let racists on the platform. I literally have screenshots. People are saying like, "Oh, Cozy's literally better than this shit."
Yeah, no, it's actually Wignats in the chat being like, "Yeah, Cozy's legit better than this." An actual Nazi called in and like demolished him from the from the Nazi point of view, basically, which was kind of, and then you had Big Papa Fascist debating on what it meant to be a National Socialist and what was a Nazi and what kind of Nazis he might allow on if they agreed with the other Nazis. Like, it was just a bizarre discussion. Yes, I guess what I'm saying is I don't think Cozy.tv has much to worry about in that regard, but
no. Yeah, no, I don't think so. It's good. It's been a pretty good week.
Well, at this rate,
how does it feel, Nick, to have a 40-year-old man like trying to emulate your every life and you barely even know who he is? Like, he's in like a one-sided feud with you.
Well, it's even better that his wife was like super chatting me for like a year. That's got to be the best, is that the wife was super chatting me for a year, day after day. Oh my gosh, you're so smart. Oh, I love you so much. I watch the show every night. And you got to imagine big pussy faggot in his bedroom, like seething and mauling. Why does she super chat me? Why does she like my show? Why can't I do a show like Nick Fuentes? And then the guy like goes against me, gets obliterated. Then he makes his own website, a total shit show. What's going on? I mean, that household's got to be a nightmare. That's got to be a straight up. Could you imagine what dinner time must be like at that table? How is how was the stream of how is the launch of your streaming website? I don't want to talk about it. I can't be going too well in that household. So
I'm sure you'd like it more if it was Nick's show. Yeah, I could imagine.
He's taking a mortgage out on the house just so he can build this shitty clone of your website, like putting his whole family's like financial future in jeopardy, spending thousands to build something that's like worse than what you made.
Dad, please. I need a new car. Please help me.
That's not the only
wife. Can me and Tyrone go on a date tomorrow, Dad? All right, honey, as long as he's Catholic, that's fine.
Well, yeah, it seems like these influencers' wives really like Nick. That's not the first one.
Well, that's in that instance, actually,
incel, by the way.
He had a falling out with Nick, and he had a falling out with Nick, and then she still supported Nick and America First while he was mad about it too, in public. So she had like a public break with her husband, which I mean is just unthinkable.
Well,
really.
now that you mention it, it is something that they all have in common. Like, they'll never say this, but they do all have this in common. Like, Judas's girlfriend texted me first. That precipitated that whole thing, is that Judas's girlfriend texted me first. His old girlfriend talked about how hot I was. Then you get this guy. This guy's wife was super chatting my show all the time. We don't even need to get into Simon's wife. He knows that one. I've got his fucking number on that one. I mean, any old head AF guys remember that one. So it's like, seems like there's a pattern of like, your wife is in love with me, therefore you hate me kind of a thing. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, kind of detecting a little bit of a pattern there. But
Noticing
and it's either they're in love with me or their wife is in love with me. Like RPG had a crush on me, and who is that? One of these other former interns who was talking shit lately. He was talking about how handsome I was. Like, this is a tale often told, you know. But
RPG
just another day in the life of being number one, I guess.
Yeah, he just wanted some love from the Kings. That's all he.
Yeah, they just wanted a little sugar.
That's all they wanted.
Hey, let's also not forget CWC flew across the fucking world just to nurse Andy tonight. That's also another L.
Dude, what is with this guy like flying places and then just taking it out? Like, it seems like everywhere CWC goes, it just takes L's everywhere he goes.
It was written as soon as he stepped off the plane, for sure. I can't, man. What is it like in that locker room right now? By the way, are you kidding me? Warski's got suicide energy.
PPP's coping on Twitter. He says, "Oh, that was Kino."
What?
Not yet.
Yeah, you're right.
No.
Yeah, he's right. It was Kino. Yeah, for sure, for sure. In our favor.
Salt Papi, get Salt Papi on the kill stream. That'd be legendary.
Oh, dude. I don't know if Keemstar will let him on. We had him booked, and then all of a sudden he couldn't come on. I think it's because I was talking shit about Keemstar. He gets touchy when you call him Snitch Star and stuff like that. I think I called him Jew Star one day. Yeah.
That's fun. That's fun. It's a fun day. It's a fun day for everyone involved. We're laughing. I think we should all treat ourselves tonight. Let's all treat ourselves. Let's all enjoy. You know, we earned this, okay? We earned this. We deserve this. We had this coming. Ethan Ralph is a king. Baked Alaska, Beardson, Big Tech, Cisco. These guys are kings, okay? Who else is in here? Bibble. Bibble is a king, okay? We're kings. We deserve this. We had this coming. We've suffered all this crap from basically retarded faggots for months. And finally, you know, it seems like we're having a good week. So let's treat ourselves. Let's enjoy the day. Let's toast. Let's raise a Pepsi Nitro. Let's raise a champagne. Clink, 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 let's raise a toast to total faggot death of all the Caesars. Clink, clink, go. That's me drinking champagne. Clink.
I think we can all drink to that. Thank you for coming on, man. I appreciate everybody else stopping by too. So people got to go. I know that. I couldn't
miss this for the world.
Dude, it was a perfect day. Honestly, I figured we'd be streaming longer, but I mean, I think it's a pretty good day's work so far.
I might fire up my stream and just play that.
I'm going live. Hours.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna stay live for about 30 more minutes and then I'm gonna wrap it though. But I appreciate everybody stopping
Thanks
by.
for having me on, Ralph.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Love you guys.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Clink, 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 clink. LOL. House always wins. House always wins. Ralph always wins. Ralph always wins. Ralph always wins. Clink, 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 clink.
Later, gentlemen. All right, now.
See ya.
Anonymous sent $3. Salt Papi devoured Warski at the same speed that PPP devours a family-sized bag of
Full
chips.
bag.
Israel last sent $3. Let's fucking go. Andy Jr. sends his regards.
Eddie Griper sent $20. This calls for a glass of Pepsi Nitro.
I might have some.
Orthobro 2000 sent $3. Nick confirmed Fakesel.
Trust the plan.
Tiago Alex sent $3. Trust the plan.
What were they thinking?
For Stock sent $3. It's better that he didn't die because we get more content now.
It's true. That would have been Kino too, though.
Chathia sent $3. PPP deleted a bunch of his Twitter posts tomorrow.
Oh, wow. I saw this.
Keffel sent $3. Metokur is on ban evasion watch by Ralph Strani Army.
Maxibro sent $5. Ralph, I sent you a gif of the entire fight on Telegram.
Oh, man.
The TRUK show sent $3. He needs to go to a FEMA camp on a 30-day water fast to get in shape. Respect to McDonald's Bruce Ree for permanently felting the Kino Casino. Koksky needs to take the worm pill or just kill himself TBH.
Oh, this is
ivermectin and turpentine needed. Sam Hyde's burner sent $3. Godwinson needs to make another video now.
He has to.
Beating Wilmington sent $3. I-dubs lost so hard people haven't even acknowledged that he lost again lol.
This is amazing.
Man fading in the night sent $3 that moment Warski got.
Oh, this is so brutal.
Atomic Denny sent $10. I backed the wrong horse. I'm sorry, Ralph. I'm sorry, NJF.
Wow.
I'm sorry, Cozy.
Wow.
I love you guys now.
That's amazing.
Amazing.
Richard Pitchers sent $3. You can see here when Warski takes that second punch, his head goes back and to the left, back and to the left, back and to the left.
He got work. Oh,
Report sent $3. Make sure to report these racist videos on this racist YouTube channel.
Tony Castle sent $3. Warski's stutter is going to be even worse from now on. America 20XX sent $10. Keen New Salt Papi was a killer. Total setup. Raging Papist sent $3. 1-2 down you go. Good night, Warski.
Oh.
Nutrient Enjoyer sent $3. PPP says on his Twitter that he's found a new fighter kek.
You better find a new meal ticket.
Gristle sent $3. Glassjawski.
Glass Josky.
Poopcock sent $3. Imagine being this guy's kid Iron.
Oh. Dude, it's just... Oh.
Somebody should they should clip out that interview where he's like, one round, come on. And then
he said he's got a new fighter. Well, I don't like his track record. Yeah, I did see that. Good money for 29 seconds of work. Yeah, I saw him say that. Which is like, okay, wow, big cope there. Oh, he said he found a new fighter.
Probably CWC.
Let's hope it. No, it's some black guy in the state. Hope he gets it done versus. Oh, it's the guy fighting KSI. Yeah, that guy doesn't know who PPP is. He's probably, who the fuck is this disposing they did before? Has Warski said anything? Warski's got to be suicidal for real. Oh man, dude, look at this. Look at the. Dude, this was just an insane. Oh, I can't get over how bad this was.
A Catholic Patriot sent $3. Mr. Ethan Ralph and Molly, thank you for selling me a ticket to Ralphomania Big
welcome.
07. To Jay, he is a king and fuck Warski one punch.
Thank you.
N8 News sent $3. Logan Paul shitting on Warski.
Oh, Logan the legend. Look at Warski doesn't even throw a punch, dude. Look at him do this like a little girl. Oh my God. This is just insanely bad. Dude, this is Warski. Oh wait, he did throw like 2 little punches. Dude, he was in there against a fucking killer. Oh man. Oh man. Oh God.
A Doll Wolf sent $3. You should reply to Keemstar saying you can't fight with the gif of the fight.
Yeah.
Also maybe drinking herself to oblivion while eating Hot Pockets baked with Chef Boyardee a week before the fight was a bad idea.
Probably was.
What a wet fart of a fight.
Oh. Dude. Salt Papi versus Jake Paul. Salt Papi, yeah. Dude, he was there. Man, Warski got clowned.
I mean, I called it. I called it all the way down.
$3 months of work boiled down to 15 seconds, equating to riding out the rest of the year in shame.
Oh, the rest of his career. I mean, oh, and he talked all that shit about bending him over and what he was going to do. Like, oh. What do you think, Bibble?
I think I called it. You can't sleep on this guy. And He clearly knows how to fight. He's clearly strong. He was in the gym every single day. You can't just go in there like it's a friendly fight or a backyard fight. This guy knows how to fight. And I said that. I said he was going to be a problem.
Sven sent $10. Did poo delete the retards training montage?
Yeah.
What a shame he didn't work out to this sick beat.
Failure. Go ahead. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make sense. Sorry. Okay, I would have said that's not true. You know, I don't agree with you or whatever, but you still would have had more time to say whatever. Now, this says failure. Go ahead.
What's this? I don't know what this technology is.
Wow. Wow.
Ralph, thank you.
You're welcome. It's good to hear from you, man.
Dude, this would have never happened if you hadn't gotten him to fucking be stupid enough to think he's gonna do fucking fight me IRL again.
Oh, dude. Yeah, it's good to hear from you. Go ahead. Sorry.
Wait, is this the
yeah,
Congrats.
It's really him.
Congrats on your W. Congrats on your W. What else? I'm gonna cut it short. So
sure, that's fine.
Let's see. That day in Miami when you locked him in the room, you know how you had him curled up in ball?
I do. I remember. I said that. He tried to deny that happened, of course, for people who don't know. Yeah.
I didn't believe you until it happened to me in Orlando. He was getting drunk, way too drunk. He fucking panicked and like had a little tantrum where he like ran to his room, slammed the door. Mersh and Royce were there. Super awkward. They end up leaving, right? He storms out into the balcony to smoke a cigarette. And I'm like, nah, he's not going to be slamming doors in the Airbnb that I paid for. I just step out into the balcony to talk.
Right.
He curls up in a ball, starts bawling. So I believe you 1,000 fucking percent that's exactly what fucking happened. And when people say Ralph's too scared to show up, you showed up. In Miami, you locked that door, and that's how he reacted. When you followed him outside, he said, "Oh no, he's coming! Failure! AG, save me!"
That's literally. And by the way, thank you for calling in, and it's good to hear from you. I hope you've been well. But yes, that's literally what happened. And by the way, I didn't go in there to fight Andy Warski. Is the funny thing? Like, I didn't go in there to attack him or anything. Like, I was just like, I mean, the trip was a complete disaster. I was still kind of fucked up. The ice had just hit me. I basically was going in there like, hey, all right, we need to talk, right? Like, all right, this is serious. Like, we need to figure it out. Not that I had been the best either on the trip, but it's like, okay, we need to talk man to man right now. You know what I mean? Like, let's figure this out. And he completely lost his mind, curled up into a ball, started yelling like I was trying to sexually assault him. You know what I mean? Like, it was just like really uncomfortable. It was one of the most uncomfortable situations I've ever been in, because it's like a grown man just having a full-on attack like a child would, or a woman. You know what I mean? Like, it was just really weird. So yeah.
Somebody's asking where the fuck has failure been. I've been away from this shit, man. I said I was fucking walking away from this. This was too fucking much. I think you even mentioned at one point like that I walked away, and I was trying to tell like Andy, like, no offense to you, I was trying to tell him go fucking normally, stay away from you, stay away from all this fucking shit, because you even know this fucking world is chaos, right? In the end, it's terrible advice because Andy's gonna be a train wreck no matter what.
Well, plus he can't.
Like,
no, that's not. You know what? It's actually good advice. And you know, Warski's had success on video game stuff. And honestly, if he would have stuck kind of in that lane, that has way more longevity. You know, not many people can do what I do for years on end. And even what I do could come to an end abruptly if there's one show that's just way controversial. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, it's one of those things where you're kind of playing with fire a little bit, and you know, maybe you can make it work, but it's really high stress too. And there's a lot of crazy shit going on all the time, like attacks on your family and personal life, and Warski's not
We
really
started to
built for it.
turn this into my Q&A here. Does Failure still talk to Tonka? Fuck no. Haven't talked to him since fucking 2018. He's retarded for not fucking popping up, by the way, to fucking grift some dollars out of this.
That's what I said. I said that on air. Like, I actually reached out to Tonka months ago, and I was serious. Like, all right, whatever. Like, you know, we we don't like each other, had problems, but, you know, just come on here. Let's have some fun shows. Just come on here and rip on Warski, basically. And he's like made it a big, like, oh, Ralph reached out. It's like, yeah, you know what? Fuck you, Tonka. You're a piece of shit. I just thought it would be funny to have him show up. Like, honestly, we didn't coordinate. You just called in tonight, but like, I just thought something like that would be. I mean, this is cool. But
no,
basically,
we've been watching like every now and then. Me and Geekthulu actually still are pretty good friends. We actually realized that fucking Andy was shit talking each one of us to each other.
we used to do that to me. Andy is a manipulator. That's what I was talking about earlier. All this.
All right. Adol Wolf is in the chat. Like Adol Wolf, me, him, and Geekthulu had a falling out. We were trying to warn Adol Wolf that, you know, Andy was going to do exactly what he did with Kyler. And even Kyler, I don't hate Kyler. Kyler might fucking, I think it's fucked up with Kyler, what happened to Kyler, because he got replaced with PPP. Andy towards the end basically went like, yeah, I haven't even talked to my co-host in like half a year. And it's like, damn.
Well, yeah, and Warski, like, I talked about this earlier, Warski, like, uses the, oh, I'm goofy Andy, or I'm low IQ, or whatever, to manipulate, basically. And he goes to one person and tells them shit about the other, or so-and-so's not doing work, and it's really me carrying everything. And then when you hear the real story, it was actually Andy not doing work 9 times out of 10. It was him not doing work, or stealing somebody's idea, or taking somebody's work, acting like he did some work, or having this big idea that he never finishes. And he's gonna sue Jared Holt or whatever. Like, there's all kinds of just crazy hair.
That was Jared Taylor at first.
Yeah, right. where he puts out the video by accident where he's all coked out. Like, yeah, there's some crazy moments, but yeah, he would frequently go to people and just lie. I guess my thing is, I brought him back after he had already hit rock bottom and already knew what a piece of shit he was, but he was saying the right things, and I was like, well, I don't know, it's easy content, we'll just put him back on the show. I wish I hadn't done that now, but yeah, you know how it is, like, whatever. But yeah, he really is a piece of work, and yeah, you could kind of see that coming with all those guys. Now, what have you been up to recently?
Just normie life, bro.
Just normie stuff. Now, you mentioned Geekthulu. You mentioned Geekthulu. Now, were you guys watching this live earlier?
Oh, dude, we were fucking.
You had to
we cracking up, like, we couldn't hear each other because each one of us were just yelling so fucking loud. Me, him, and another person were just fucking howling because we expected, you know, all right, we didn't expect Andy to win, but at least maybe put up something. It's clear he didn't do the fucking 4 hours of training or whatever, but at least he was, quote unquote, you know, hitting some pads or whatever. But just the fact that he went in there so stiff and just got caught.
He just got worked. Yeah, I mean, whatever he was saying about training, I don't believe he was putting in much training, quite frankly. And literally somebody messaged me. Now, it could be bullshit, but they gave enough information about the place and the boxers that were there. And they're like, yeah, I'm really good friends with one of the top boxers there. And they're like, yeah, he comes in maybe 2 or 3 times a week for like an hour or 2 at a time, and sometimes he doesn't even come for that 3rd day, and that's about how much training he's putting in. And he only started coming in like mid-June. It's like, okay, well, you're gonna get destroyed.
Adol Wolf sent $3. Tell Geek I'm sorry and I don't hate him. I'd if he forgives me, but I hold no ill will and hope he's well.
I don't think he will, because you guys, I don't know if it was you or if it was Andy or, you know, combo of the two, but you guys fucking flagged his Discord. got his. That's Andy. Andy has a lot of patterns, so we just call from like right now. He's acting like, you know, oh, it's all right. Look, I'm doing fine. I knew I was gonna go in and lose. I was doing terrible, Andy, but this is like the energy of Andy behind the scenes that like me and Geek feel. Basically, he's going to go through the pattern of now he's going to be blocking anybody that even mentions the KO within, you know, well, probably it's already happened. I've seen people going like, what the fuck, I'm blocked? So that's the pattern. They're going to go on the show and pretend like, okay, all right, look, yeah, I got knocked out. And after, you know, like one show, they're going to be like, all right, no more talking about this. Anybody that talks about it again, banned, just banned. So, you've seen all the patterns, Ralph.
Dude, this is going to be bad. I predicted this before the fight. I actually predicted it would hound him into suicide. Now, that might be a little dark. But, you know, I was on a, you know, rhetorical flourish. I was doing a bit of a riff. But I will say it's going to be really hard for a motherfucker like Warski to deal with. And he'll try, and then it'll be like you said, it'll be like just ban him. He'll have a meltdown about it, and it'll be a big thing. Like I just don't see him being able to play this off. He got beat so badly, so decisively, so it was just so clown show. It was like literally you would have maybe
fuck Danny Jim. By the way, if you went into a ring, lasted 15 seconds, everybody he would be like, you had no business in a ring, Ralph. What were you doing there? But because this, you know, the retarded Phoenix head pats. All right, we get it. Oh, you were so offended over MMA, and I'm never gonna fucking back Andy Warski. You're a fucking retard, Andy. You're beyond. But now, you know, oh well, Andy hates Ralph. By the way, isn't it great timing that when everybody was shitting on Ralph, he's like, oh, well, it's great timing now that everybody kind of stopped watching me and I milked Ralph's audience. I better go find a new audience.
Well, you know what? I'm glad you said that because he made a really big deal out of aim. You would have thought Andy, like, I mean, he literally went, even I remember that. And we covered it, but I didn't go that hard on it, even though he had said some shit about me around that time. But I was like, whatever. We just kind of laughed about it. Jim, you would have thought, you know, he was moral fagging about that hardcore. Like, I mean, he can't be trusted. Now, for me, it was just like, well, whatever. Some retarded gun shit, whatever. Who cares? But Jim was like going full moral fag about it. Yeah, and if I would have got, I mean, the original point you made, if I would have got destroyed in 15 seconds like that, I mean, that would be, he would be showing that like every day for years. Like, I mean, I can't even, it's not even comprehensible what would be going on.
Oh, all the edits. Oh, are you kidding me? He would have 20 edits right now.
Songs, art, it would be, and now it's like, oh, well, at least you showed up. Unlike Ralph and Tonka. First off, I didn't sign any fights. What do you mean? Like Tonka. I didn't sign to fight anybody. What are you fucking talking about? First off. Second off, oh my God. It's just complete cope. Like, I don't know. It's just disingenuous. The guy, not the first time, but yeah, that's kind of his style. I'm glad you called in. What prompted you to call in? What gave you the and I saw you and I thought you know what I thought? I was like, I bet that's really failure, is what I thought. And so I was like, all right, I'm gonna call on him. So I'm glad I thought that.
You can only lurk on this for so long without actually saying something. Like, you know, you can, you know, stay away, but you'll still take a peek and everything. And sometimes you're like, I wish I could just fucking jump in and say something. Like I've been looking at COG just to fucking taking advantage of the fucking moment every time. Like if you were the fucking king right now, where like, you know, you had Jenny Jim's fucking support, he would be on your side, not Andy's. Like,
sure,
come on.
Yep.
Yeah, like also, what a faggot move! Fucking hiring somebody to go to Portugal to fucking sucker punch you. What a faggot.
Well, see, that's the thing. I thought I was about to fight Cog, and then this guy just clocks me in the side of the head. I'm like, that's why I'm laughing. I got hit
hard. Did you even know he was with him?
No.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I didn't know at all. And if you look at the footage, and I didn't even know this until somebody had pointed it out, that guy's actually, so I'm on the corner right here, and Cog's like around the corner, the same building basically, right here. Actually, the Dan guy is standing to my right, like unbeknownst to me, and like being a spy basically next to me, and I didn't even know that. So I walk around the corner, me and Cog get in a confrontation. He takes a swing at me. Then the Dan guy from where he was standing to my right, like comes and hits me in the side of the head. And I didn't even know he was a part of things, right? Like this random guy just all of a sudden starts swinging at me. I was like, oh shit. So all of a sudden it goes from me and Cog, like, okay, there's a dispute here, to, oh shit, there's a random guy just hit me in the head. He hit me hard as fuck in the head, right? So then it's like, I don't know how many people listening have been in like an altercation like that, but it's pretty much game over. It's pretty much game over in that situation unless you're like really skilled or you have a weapon or some kind of backup. Most likely you're going to get fucked off in that situation. So that's why you see me laughing and I'm like flipping them off and shit, like, cause I don't give a fuck. But yeah, that's what happened there. Pretty dastardly, yeah, I'd say. I would have respected Cog if he would have just came to fight, you know, man to man, but
why did he even interject himself? He
Plus, it's dumb.
The fight between you and Andy. He's like everybody does. Like, oh, Ralph, you had your chance. Well, everything was starting to line up for you and Andy to fight, but at that moment, it's like, fuck that. Yeah, Keemstar is fucking trying to limit my show, limit how I can fucking do my shit. And now you have this fucking dipshit attacking me. Now I'm gonna just focus on doing my show, traveling around.
Well, that's
like they brag about Andy like, oh look, he's traveling to a city. All right, one city in fucking 3 years. Ooh, how many cities have you visited, bro?
Yeah, it's like, oh, he went to London, dude. I've been all over the world. What the fuck are they talking about? And all over the country.
Yeah, but you've never been to London.
Yes, I have. I've been to London twice before. Oh yeah, you knew that. I know. I forgot. Sorry.
With PPP where he was talking about London like you had never been there.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I was like, dude, I've been to London. What the fuck are you? I don't know. It's.
Well, actually, I forgot. There was one other place he claimed he went to. He claimed he went to Portugal, but really he was visiting that e girlfriend that wouldn't even kiss him.
Oh.
Oof. I heard about that.
Yeah. Oh no, I heard about that too. Godwinson talked about that a little bit. Actually, there was something I was gonna say. I can't remember now. What were we just talking about right before that?
Visiting around the world.
Visiting around the world. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was something about going around the world. Fuck, there was something I was gonna say. But yeah, that's just. It was something about London. Fuck, I can't remember now.
You went there twice before.
Yeah, it was something. It was on the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember. I've done too many shows.
I remember when Andy was going to move to the Azores.
Yeah.
I remember for so fucking long. And he claims he still has money saved up from that, and he's going to buy a house. I remember, I have done some sock trolling, and you're right. I actually got Monday mad in trouble one time because I showed up to one of his streams as Matt Jarbo, and he just fucking his jaw was clenching in rage, and he was like, fuck you, Matt. Every Friday now we're gonna fuck with you, Matt. By the way, Matt, I know you hate Matt. I went why didn't you just try to fucking keep doing your normie shit? You had to come crawling back because now everybody hates Ralph. Like, really? All right.
They can't stay away. Yeah, they can't stay away. They he's trying to get some butt. You know what I mean? Like that would be the smarter thing, really. But he's genuinely mad at me also for that stream. You know what I mean? So. It's weird to me. Like, I see it a lot, and you're like, yeah, why are you getting involved with this? Yeah, it is kind of suspect. Now, Warski in general, where do you see him going from here? First off, what do you think about the flagging? I don't know if you saw, they're trying to say Bibble like hacked their channel or something, and
it's very timely. Every time he has a major event, remember when he was blaming Ian Malstrong?
Yes.
And that girl from California, and then the other time he was blaming Geekthulu.
Yeah.
It just happens, at times where something bad happened for him, and it's almost like he tries to deflect with a hacking.
Right. And I was going through some of that earlier, and it's always some really suspect weird shit, especially tonight. This didn't make any sense. It happened right when the fight was going down. There's no evidence presented. All this evidence is available, mind you. Like, you can log in, like, it'll easily tell you if you get hacked. All these accounts are linked together. How does he keep getting hacked? Failure? Like, there's something wrong here. How does he keep getting hacked?
Is he trying to blame Bibble?
Yeah, well, PPP has blamed Bibble. Warski has not officially blamed Bibble, but I mean, he hasn't.
I don't know who's here. Is Bibble even here? Or
yeah, he's here.
I am.
Okay. Have you ever really talked shit on Andy since I don't even know why you guys stopped. Honestly, I think that's a stupid project, the two cats thing. That would have had a chance for Norridom, but it's clear that he can't keep his mind on any project for longer if it's not making money instantly. All right, next project.
Yeah, that's his main problem. He killed the Kumite because y'all didn't make enough money 1 week. Literally. That was dumb even back then, honestly. And it's because Warski's always just completely obsessed with the cash.
I never got that money that he stole from me either.
The PayPal?
Yeah, I also talked to Alex recently, name Alex.
Yeah.
Apparently he was lying to Andy was lying to him, saying that I ran off with a bunch of money that they were supposed to use for travel, when in reality doing the IRL streaming with Andy left me so broke that I left to Miami with only fucking $40 to my name. That's how bad, because every day he has no fucking planning. I guarantee you, whatever fucking money from the purse is already spent on fucking Ray-Bans.
Dude, this guy is terrible. He's not capable of taking care of himself as an adult. What's
the language barrier here? Can you say the N-slur here?
I'd rather not. I mean, it won't shut us down.
He's a certain rich.
Yeah.
Let's just say.
Yeah.
He's just a
nigga
rich.
We'll say. Yeah. He's really just terrible. Like the flying into Nashville instead of Knoxville is just emblematic. He left me with a ton of rent payments that I still had to pay on that apartment. This guy came to America and just basically lived on other people's dime and fucking grifted for 6 months and then just cashed out, went back to Canada and left everybody else with the bill. And I still had to pay that apartment rent every fucking month, and he just left. We weren't getting along at the time. Yeah, that's true, but you can't just fucking tell somebody you're moving in and go half on an apartment and then just leave one day. What the fuck? That's not...
I never got your side of the story. So before he left to Orlando, he called and went in a big old panic. I can't handle it anymore. Ralph is stealing my alcohol and wants to fight me because he thinks I'm hitting on Nora.
I didn't try to fight him. I got into an argument with Nora there, but it wasn't like a fight with Warski. And we had already had the falling out after Miami. So we had an argument, but it wasn't even with Warski. And then I left. I was like, all right, I'm out of here. And so me and her both left. And then, I went back to my mom's house. My mom's house had a place there too. And so I stayed there, and then the next morning I wake up and he's like gone. Like he just left and left all of his stuff there too. So, which I gave most of that to this black dude. There was a black dude who lived across the street from my mom who I'd let fucking rent that apartment for like half price because it was better than me paying like the full price. So I was just like, yeah, you can move in. So I let him move in there, and he's got most of Andy Warski's stuff. I forget what it was I did keep. I can't remember, but pretty much he got all of his stuff, including the PlayStation and the computer and all that stuff. So I think he's got a lot of the old Warski Live relics and stuff in his possession now.
Fucking with your mom dying, they did you dirty. I try to leave people's families out of it, you know, like even with Tonka, outside of like, you know, I would throw his mother some dick, but that's because they don't even have a fucking real mother-son relationship, so whatever. But I always tried to leave the grandmother alone and all that shit like that. But did you ever, like a while back, I think it was like during like the Twisted Mind era, somebody sent me a clip where Andy was doing he was streaming after you, right? Because you had the primetime slot, so he basically had to take the Conan spot. That's had to be the bitch. Yeah. And so he would be up like until like what 3-4 in the morning screaming. I can only imagine what the neighbors were fucking thinking, right? So he's up until like 3-4 in the morning screaming in a 1-bedroom apartment with his like, you know, parents who fucking scrub toilets for a living. Apparently one night his mom was talking to a relative or something, like long distance, and she was having, you know, a good time talking to the relative, and he ran out of the room to go scream at her because she was speaking too loudly in her house. Like, what the fuck is that?
Mom, please, you're embarrassing me. Or that I don't know if you saw when his dad put him to bed. Did you see that one?
Oh yeah, I was.
Dad, don't touch it.
Tico's actually used one of the clips that I put online.
Don't touch it.
On Tico.
Don't touch it, Dad. Dad, don't touch it. Oh, come on. Oh, dude, it's brutal. Tell us, how about this? What Andy Warski?
Nice.
What Andy?
Be nice, Andy.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, go ahead. Finish
No, his dad was be nice.
Yeah,
nice.
Be nice, Andy. Yeah, he'd done that before. Clearly. Now, what Andy Warski? Yeah, he's at his lowest point. He still cheated you out of money. He's treated you poorly. He's a complete faggot and a manipulator and a piece of shit. I mean, we both know that well. I don't have to convince you of that. Now, all that being said, what can you tell us about Warski that he doesn't want us to know that we don't know? In any regard.
I already told you about the abortion.
That's true. Now wait. Now why don't we hear it first? Okay, you know what? First off, I want to hear more about more stuff, but about the abortion. What? Just tell us that. Like, give us a replay of that.
Me and Geek didn't even know that each other knew until like we were no longer friends with him, and we would like I forget who brought it up, but he called each one of us individually. I think he called Geek first, and then he called me. And like when he called me, he was originally he called me before the abortion to go like, oh, she's pregnant, dude. I don't want to be a father. I'm not ready for this. Is my end of my life. Like, dude, man up. Like, I would never. I don't want kids. But if it ever happened, I'm going to be the best father I can be. Like, you got to fucking man up in a moment like that. As a father right now, you got a kid in the house. You just got to fucking deal with it. You got to fucking make your priorities like, hey, this is my blood right now. But so he was fucking weeping and trying to like beg her to get an abortion, and finally, you know, because he was holding her papers over her head to be a citizen. She's now a citizen of Canada, but he was like holding her papers saying he was going to burn them up. He was going to destroy them if she didn't get the abortion. So she was pretty much blackmailed into getting said abortion. Now, this is just, my word, so who's to believe me, but at this point, like, what do I have to fucking, lie about? But so fast forward to the abortion is done. He drove her to the abortion. So him claiming that she went and got the abortion, because originally he said she got the abortion without him knowing. That's bullshit because you drove her. And so he, brought her back. She's on the bed crying. And he's playing his Bing Bing Wahoo, and he's pissed off because she wants him to go comfort her. And instead of doing that, he fucking calls me and Geek. Like, just fucking crying about, like, poor me.
By the way, I want to go right back to this, but for those who don't know or are just joining us, this is Failure. Used to be co-host of the Kumite, kind of one of the key figures in the Internet Blood Wars era, and was in a lot of the early Killstream, successful 2018 year, some of those episodes, and we ain't seen him for a while, but he was close associates with Warski and kind of going through some things. He's talking about the abortion incident here that Warski was bragging about, laughing about recently on the show, and we covered it. But he actually heard it, firsthand while it was going on. Now, what was the tenor of the conversation? Now, you said he was whining about himself, basically, but what was his position? What was that? How is that even possible anyway?
That he just wanted to play video games and he's basically a child, man.
Literally, that's what he was saying.
Yeah, he was playing video games, and she was asking him to, go in there and be with her. And instead of going and doing that, he had a little tantrum and went and called both me and Geek separately. And we didn't even know that this happened. And when we were done being friends with Andy, we were, just relating stories and stuff like that.
Sure.
And we're like, oh, he did that. He called you too? God damn. All right. By the way, he got beat up by her a couple times. That old Irish woman fucking rage. But who knows? It was awkward because one time I was on a call as he was just, dude, get out! You're fucking crazy! You're crazy! I swear, Sinead, you better fucking get out!
Oh, dude, he claimed that to me. He actually sent me a picture. I wish I still had it, but I got banned on that Discord account. But he sent me a picture of a bruise he claimed came from Sinead one time and shit. And he was like, "Here, I just wanted there to be proof." And I was like, "Okay, dude." Yeah.
Sometimes me and Geek go this guy's retarded. Why were we friends with him? Because I truly consider him a friend.
I try to treat him like I would anybody else, but he's always maneuvering you can't, and you always see him do it, and then you're like, all right. I remember when I brought him back, and it's like, all right, well, let's just not have any misunderstandings, and we'll just always be straight up. And it's like, sure enough, that's just not how he operates.
The frustrating thing about it when, because at that point, me and Geek were like, all right, fucking burn bridges. we don't care. We're done with this guy. We don't want him back in our life. So let's fucking just, on our way out, just fucking. And, he denied the abortion thing for so long. And then finally he switched it to, yeah, she got an abortion, but I didn't know. And fast forward to, I ate aborted children and blunders. Yeah. So, the whole blackmail fucking thing, he might deny it. Fast forward 6 months, he'll be like, yeah, fuck her. I was going to destroy the fucking papers.
Now, another thing he would do, and I've said this before, and I know I'm thinking you probably know this, but he would get nude pictures from women, and he would always, try to make you look at.
Okay. This is a perfect one because it was so frustrating as a friend where you're trying to help him out. Remember that one with the Mopra tattoo on her chest?
Yes. She was hot too. I liked her. She was nice too. She was funny. I actually liked her. Like not like, but like I mean, she would be cool. Like she, you know what I mean? Like oh, she'd be cool to hang out with, right? And she was funny. Like
yeah.
But
oh yeah, I'd fuck her.
Yeah.
But so at that point, like everybody's shitting on him. You're one of the fucking few people that's still trying to fucking defend them. So you go like, look, I hear your story. You're saying that you DM'd yourself the picture from your phone because it was on your text messages, but you wanted to put it on Twitter so you could see it on your monitor bigger. And like people like Cog were like, no, that's impossible. It's like, no, Cog, you can DM yourself something like that. So, but my point was, Andy, show me the DM. That way I could, at least go like, look.
Hold on one second.
I'm not sure if it's already been said, but Warski is lucky his head hit the bottom rope. That was a soft landing.
Yeah, that was going to be worse. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, finish your thought.
Yeah. I was gonna say like at least that way I could be like, look, I saw the DM that he sent to himself. The timestamp is way before this event or whatever. Instantly he just starts freaking out like, what you don't believe me? Like, dude, like, and as a friend you go like, no, dude, I believe you. All right, I'll just take your word. But in reality, it's like, why don't you just show me? Make it so fucking easy. Why? Because chances are he probably did fucking.
Well, that's when you know.
He contacted the police.
Yeah,
did
right.
he ever show one police report?
Of course not.
Like, you saw police reports.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, I have. And he's bullshitting and he was lying then and it was clear. But it's one of those things where it's like, whatever. But in reality, when somebody does something like that, they did it, right? Like, even if you're friends with him, you're like, oh, okay, he really reacted poorly to that. I guess he probably, I guess he did it. But to me, it was just obvious he did it because his excuse didn't make any sense that he sent it to himself, but he never showed any proof that he did that. At all?
No.
Not at all. Not a screenshot, a blurred screenshot.
Nope.
Nothing. It didn't happen. Yeah, it didn't happen. I mean, it's just safe to say. And then hackers had that and they were posting nude photos, but they didn't post your DMs, and they DM'd people all this stuff, but they didn't post some of your old DMs. Like, it just doesn't make sense if they were really trying to embarrass you. Like,
and he tried to stick it on Ian Armstrong, and also said he doesn't use fuck me, I'm a boomer. What was the fucking to change your IP to another country or whatever?
A VPN.
Yeah, he claimed he's never used a VPN, but meanwhile, he's had VPN sponsors before where he's claimed he uses the VPN. He's a boomer with OBS, so he always shows his desktop, and you see the VPN fucking icon on the desktop. So, yeah, you easily could have fucking framed Ian Armstrong.
Yeah, 100%. Now, all right, now let's see. So the abortion story. What else just that he doesn't that's not known about Warski, or just some observation that maybe the audience doesn't know, some people who don't know some of the old lore, or just something that's like buried, something he would really just hate being out there on an evening like tonight.
Oh, he was an idiot. He had a roommate that was associated with the Hells Angels that used to be his drug dealer. He was stealing coke from, and he would also take his legal weapons and wave them in front of the camera. And that one time he pointed at his head, and he had to yell at him like, "Hey, retard, what are you doing?" And so not only is it dangerous, but you're holding a weapon that could be associated with crime. And he says, "Oh yeah," so he wipes off the prints off the gun with one hand, while also grabbing the gun with his other hand, which still has prints on it. So this is the type of forensic intelligence we have.
Yeah, fucking CSI Warski over here. Yeah, I can see.
Don't worry, guys. Don't worry, I got this. Let me spit on it.
What the fuck?
Let me spit on it and clean it real nice.
He's so dumb, dude. Like, I swear. What about his whole clean living?
Oh, yeah. That's another thing that made no sense. This is a story from Geek. He claims that he stole coke from the roommate, right? But
Yeah.
he stole too much, so he cut it with pre-workout powder, right? Which makes no sense because pre-workout powder was blue. So he cut it with pre-workout powder, and then claims that he put it under his car tire to pack it.
Yeah, he had a lot of fantastical stories about cutting with it. Yeah, I don't believe that.
But how do you pack coke by driving over?
Warski's not
your
smart
car
enough
tire?
to cut cocaine with anything. Like, what the fuck, this retard, and get away with it. By the way, how satisfying was it just seeing this earlier? Like, I just can't. I just thought it was one of the greatest things ever.
Dude, I was just screaming. I was like, at first, you think like, all right, this is gonna start slow, especially after the Sam Hyde one, which is a little bit sluggish. And I really don't know much about this Salt Papi guy, but he delivered like a motherfucker.
Dude, he really did. Well, yeah. Well, plus it's like, most fights don't end in a sensational knockout right at the beginning. So you're sitting there, you're like, all right, maybe it's gonna. Maybe it's going to be a minute, but it wasn't, dude. It was just like immediate. It's the feet. Like, just watch Warski, his feet. I've said this a million times tonight on the Encore.
He did was he probably went to the gym, did some curls, did some basic shit, fucking constantly talk to people at the gym, like, about his internet fucking shit. Like, one Twisted Mind clip that I got sent was him bragging about like how his sister Melanie, the one that had cum all over her face.
Yeah.
She was over with her boyfriend, and he's just talking about how much of a big piece of shit Mersh is, and fucking like who the fuck cares? It's Thanksgiving, bro, or fucking Christmas. I forget which one it was. But
would you fuck Warski's sister? By the way, he got uncomfortable.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I would too. I mean, I said that, and they thought that was out of line. I mean, I think she would probably get a kick out of that, honestly, just to get back at Andy. I'm sure he's a piece of shit. Imagine that's your brother. That's just, I mean, Mel, yeah.
Oh, here's a piece of shit because I was about to say if I got it with his sister and got married, he ain't invited to the wedding, but that wouldn't stop him from coming. Apparently, do you remember Chris Warski?
Yeah.
All right, so dude got married. He's doing great in life. I've talked to him. Sadly, I didn't follow his advice because his advice was don't fall for his his shtick of like oh well, he's my friend or whatever. Let me give him another chance. It's always he's always just gonna take advantage of you. But yeah, dude is doing fine. Has his own business and shit like that. Well, he got married, and when they were still friends, Andy had an invite. But you'd assume you're no longer friends. You had this big falling out and shit. You keep accusing him of stealing money, even though he gave you the money back. Unlike you, who's charged many people out back. And but so he shows up to the wedding. I mean, well, invited, but it's kind of already assumed like, yeah, no. Yeah, he shows up, and yeah, his wife had to like hold him back from confronting them, and he just what a piece of fucking shit move.
So Warski actually showed up to that after he talked all that shit? Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's specifically just to fuck with Chris.
Let me ask you this: what is Chris Warski's relationship with Warski? Like, how do they know each other?
I think they were like college friends. Apparently, Andy went to like some like arts, not arts, like a movie class. So like basically like community college movie.
They're not related at all.
No. There were three Warskis. It was Chris, Andy, and Joe. Joe, who left because he was super lefty, and Andy was going down the route of just being edgy and fucking.
And they didn't know each other when they were like younger. Like he didn't like Andy's family didn't like half adopt Chris Warski or something.
No. They met when they were in their 20s.
Okay, maybe I misunderstood.
Yeah, no. But like Chris was basically a really good friend. Like, well, you met Pauly, right, Ralph?
Yeah.
In
Miami, right?
That was, yeah.
Yeah.
He was one of Andy's good friends. He's talked about how like nobody really likes Andy, especially the black friends, because of some of the stuff Andy has put. Like one wants to, actually, knock him out. Unfortunately, Salt Papi's already done it. But one day.
Oh wait, one sec. Wait.
White Powder sent $3 Swarovski v Dingo at Ralphamania 2.
I don't know about that. Go ahead, finish your thought.
So I totally forgot about this until I was going through a folder with a bunch of videos from Miami, and I was like just going through it while talking to Geek to see what was in there before I I've deleted a bunch of shit. Like this, besides lurking and shit, I'm kind of done with this chapter of my life, the failure chapter.
Sure.
But I was like going through just to see if there was anything. There's a part where me, Pauly, and Andy were in the elevator, and Andy all of a sudden reaches into his pants and starts to pull out his dick. Only half comes out, and in the video you see that it's like fucking hard, and I'm just like, why are you hard when you're in the fucking elevator with your two male friends?
Yeah, I was gonna ask you if you thought Andy Warski possibly.
There was a lot of gay shit. Like, look at it with Alex. I think Alex pointed out. Look at the stuff with PPP.
Yeah,
look at the stuff with Kyler all the time.
Yeah, making out on air with the side to side view or whatever. When he put his head in Kyler's lap, he would do gay shit quite frequently. That's not just a. I don't know. It was just kind of a common trait of his.
Let's see. How do you get failure to come on? He said he never. God, this is a special occasion. I mean, fucking come on here, Alex. I've been trying to talk to Alex for a minute, but he's too fucking busy with that married life.
Wow. Yeah, I just had open calls and it said failure, and I was like, yeah, and I said this already, but I was like, yeah, it probably is failure because it just made sense. It just fit the story. You know what I mean? I was like, that's failure probably. And then it was, of course I know your voice very well. I think most if people heard the shows, they would know it too. I was like, oh, well, immediately I knew it was you too. So.
Charlie, trust me, the people that hate me, I'm not going to be coming back.
Nah. Yeah, well, that's what I was going to say. It's fun I love that you stopped by, but also it's one of those one-time things where you can kind of indulge for a night, call in, shit on Warski, remember a couple of his embarrassments, celebrate him getting knocked out, and then it doesn't have to be your everyday, thing too, so... Alex says he'll come on.
Okay, Alex said he's going to come on.
Yeah, come on then. Call in.
But me and Alex, like I feel a lot of the whole shit had to do with me and Alex not getting along with what Andy was fucking saying in the background to either of us. Like, so typical shit.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's kind of his MO. To say a bunch of shit he'll use that to manipulate people basically and pit them against each other. So that's kind of. By the way,
I love how easy it is to get under his skin. One night, Geek never really fucked with him like this, but I enjoyed fucking with him, like with some socks or going on the forums to fucking leave some comments. I'll let you guess who I am. But one time we were making fun of this chip tooth, and dude, like he's just so fucking like transparent. Like that really fucked with him to the point that like he ended like a show early. Like just own like this whole thing where he's pretending like yeah I got fucked up. They didn't. No, this is everybody else telling him like, dude, just own it. You own it. That way you can move on. No. That's not the real Andy. The real Andy is the guy that fucking cowers in a little ball and starts crying, kind of like on the stool. Dude, you saw his face. He wanted to start crying.
100% he wanted to start crying. And even in the video he put out, you can tell he's like trying to hold back. But if you watch him right after the fight, especially like, but look at his eyes here. Like this is like pure cope.
Oh yeah, Alex, I had the same boomer moment. It's been like 2-3 years since I've used anything, so I had no idea how to get onto this Telegram. Just search for what is it, the Ralph Retort?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you can just search on Telegram and find it. Also, Telegram is pretty awesome, actually. Go ahead, Alex. Yeah, what's up?
Oh, I think he has to figure out how to unmute.
Oh, yeah, you have to unmute yourself still. Yeah.
All right, is that good?
Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What's up, man? What did you think about today? This is Aim Alex.
Oh, we were screaming when it happened. It was hilarious.
Dude.
And then seeing the pre-fight like conference they had, we found that after the fact and all the shit talk he was doing to Salt Papi.
Oh yeah, right. I'm gonna bend you over. Yeah, right.
Yeah. I just couldn't believe King like simping for him though. Like, oh, it's his strength for skills. Like, I'm in the same shape right now, and I'm actually pretty far out of shape. And Salt Papi had twice the size of his arms, just the muscle alone. Like Andy had a beer gut.
Well, yeah, and also you're right. He just looks much weaker than Salt Papi. Like, you're right. Like,
Andy was in better shape, honestly, back when we were doing streams.
Yeah.
He was actually going to the gym like 3 times a week at least.
I mean, he was better shape in Knoxville, I would say. Now, he was skinnier, but, like, he just, I mean, you can just tell Salt Papi just looks way more dangerous, more powerful. Yeah, his arms are way bigger. Like,
well, yeah, I was watching clips of him, and even when he was still pretty chubby, the guy was moving fast. You could tell as soon as he slimmed down or got some muscle, that's going to be it.
Oh, dude.
Well, just the movements. If you see how Andy is moving from him, he has no plan, and he's just cowering almost. If you look at his
Shelly, did you see Andy's eyes? Those were the same eyes as when the guys were approaching us in Clearwater. He was already blacked out. Because I don't know if you remember, he was like, after that happened, he was like, I don't remember anything. You guys got to tell me what happened so I can tell the cops, because I don't remember anything. I was blacked out. I'm like, I think he was blacked out for the whole fight.
Yeah, possibly.
Well, I hope he wasn't, because I want him to remember that and recall it. I think look at his face after the fight. It was priceless, honestly. I just can't get over it.
Yeah, he was about to cry.
By the way, the reason that he looks like in that last picture you showed, where you really see his gut, I think it's the fact that he got knocked out. His muscles are his brain's not telling his muscles, "Hey, suck in that gut." So that's why he looks excellent. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you mean at the end where they show that? Yeah, you mean where you can really see the gut hanging out? Yeah.
Yeah. He's not thinking about his gut at all. But like, how dare fucking PPP, Nicholas Dorio, Tipster talk about you being fat? 3 of them combined, holy shit!
Each one of those motherfuckers are way fat. I mean, Tipster's got a problem. He's in PPP zone. Like, that guy's actually fucking huge. Tipster's just a salty faggot. Like, I don't know.
Dude, I used to have no problem with Tipster, but like. I have no problem talking to him, but I tell him, dude, you just jumped from ship to ship to ship to ship. You have, like, come on.
Like, I don't have any real beef. Yeah, I mean, I have no real beef with him, but yeah, it's like you said, he's always out, just jumping from ship to ship and out there running his mouth, talking shit. And he's just, I mean, he's kind of corny to me, too. So I'm like, whatever. But yeah, I saw him out. They're really trying hard to give Andy the participation trophy for going out there and just getting absolutely obliterated, which I don't understand. If he'd have lasted even a round, I could see how you could say that. But no.
Like the same motherfuckers that went hard and criticized in Tonka will fucking let Andy slide on a lot of the same things, and it's like, why?
Well, yeah, the coke that they're using, I was saying the coke that they're using is just saying, oh, this is what Ralph ran away from. It's like, you didn't run away from the fight. You just said, with all the shit they're pulling, you're not going to do something that's going to make him money.
Well, also, and I'm glad that was pointed out. I talked about this on air. I had a call with Warski and PPP off air, and we talked about doing the fight and doing it regardless of if it was with Keem or not, and actually just making sure the fight. Well, no, we talked about we were gonna do it, and we were gonna do it, and then the COG thing happened. COG inserted himself, and then they were all promoting that shit and like making that a thing like that was cool. And so I said, fuck that. I was like, I don't want to work with these people. Like, I'm not fucking making this fucker any money. And that was the fight people really want to see anyway. And so then Warski gets it in his head that he's still going to go fight, and Keem uses him like a dumb bitch that he is. Not Keem, Warski. And, you know, he gets clowned on. But really, you know, it was him that started up the fight thing to fight me. Like, he talked himself into this. You know what I mean? Like, this wasn't really something that
I wouldn't say it's bravery for stepping in the ring. It was more delusional. Like,
what's idiocy?
I was saying I wouldn't, like, I'd fight Saul Papi in like a spar for fun. Like off camera, like I'd have to be bold enough to like step in a ring with him, but I would never think I'm good enough to step into a professional ring.
I'm not fighting Saul Papi for any reason. Like, I mean, I just don't see, see a real reason for that. I mean, if it was like a really big payday, like it was really worth my while, 10 grand is not. Sorry. If it was, it would have to be 50 and above for me to even think about fighting Saul Papi.
Well, and I'd imagine they had to pay for their plane tickets and stuff like that.
Probably 100 legit. Well, yeah, I think he
probably spent all that already because he's splitting it with Ashton, and that's probably what, $3,000 just to fly there and back each, and then
I don't even think 50 would be worth it.
You saw how quick Andy spent money in Miami. All that money's gone.
I don't think 50 would even be worth it. $100,000 guaranteed. I would think about it, but even that is kind of like, I don't know. Like, this guy's. I don't think 50's worth it, honestly. $100,000 guaranteed, and I would think about it. I would think about it, and I don't even know. It'd probably still be no. Like, I don't know. This guy.
Actually, it's good that Alex is here. Alex, you were actually a witness for when Andy curled up in a ball after fucking Mersh and Royce left.
Oh God, yeah. Failure had to remind me of that. I had forgotten about that instance. They came to visit us in Orlando when we were at the condo hotel thing. And they had to awkwardly leave.
Now, who is they? Wait. Who is they?
Andy started crying.
Now, who is they? Tell the story. Just tell the story.
I'm feeling he remembers a little bit more of it than I do.
Okay,
but,
okay. I'll tell the story real quick. You fill in anything that I might.
Yeah.
Right.
So the story is we had to go to Disney the next day. Mersh and Royce visited just to, hey, what's up? And so we're having a few drinks. No problem. Andy started to drink Four Locos. He's never had Four Locos before, and you know that they fucking hit you a little hard, right? So I'm like, oh, he's gonna get all fucked up and not want to wake up early in the morning because these two motherfuckers went to like a pyramid scheme thing to get some fucking Visa gift cards to afford the fucking entrance into Disney because we were fucking pretty much almost fucking broken. We needed that to get into the fucking perks. So like trying to be the responsible one, I go like, Andy, drink some water, bro. And all of a sudden he like snaps at me about how I'm not his mom or whatever, I'm not his dad.
What?
And we had an agreement that if like one of us gets on each other's nerves before we fucking fight, you know,
pineapple.
Pineapple and agreements with like, you know, let's not do a Miami thing. Whoever needs to go for a walk, go for a walk. So I said, I'm going for a walk, Andy. I'm not, so pineapple, yeah. So I go for a walk and I, you know, leave. I tell Andy, but apparently he didn't tell anybody else. So it just looks like I awkwardly just left.
Yep.
I come back 15 minutes later and I'm calmer. So I come back, I enter the room, and he's like he sees me, and I see him like staring me down. He says, "You got a fucking problem?" I go, "Actually, I do." I told you have to, go to Miami tomorrow and just try and watch out for you and tell you to drink some water. I'm not telling you to stop drinking. I'm telling you drink water because that way you're not going to be all fucked up in the morning. And you're giving me a shitty attitude, and that was too much for him to handle. He storms off. Tell me if I'm wrong here, Alex. He storms off to his room, slams the door in the Airbnb that's on my card.
Yep.
I get very pissed off at that point. Alex, I figured you held me back from going and confronting him. Yeah. And I think, did you end up talking to him, or did you just like let him be?
We just let him cool it off in the room.
Yeah, I told him not. So, like, if he starts punching walls and shit, I'm calling the cops. I'm throwing him out of here. And so, like, finally, Royce and Mersh are like, "Oh, this is awkward." But Alex, George, anytime you're, in Orlando, hit us up, man. We'd love to have you on. Like, by the way, Royce, awesome dude. Mersh, awesome dude.
Yeah, I agree.
Try to warn Mersh, do not associate with fucking Andy. He's gonna fucking backstab you. Look what happened. But yeah, so they leave awkwardly. So it's just me and Alex in the kitchen. And finally, Andy walks out to go, smoke a cigarette outside.
Well,
and
Andy had already been crying before that, because that's what really got them uncomfortable.
Oh yeah. He had already started crying. So he ends up, storming out of his room, walking by us like we're not even there, opening the balcony door, going outside, closing it all angrily and shit. I'm like, no, I'm gonna talk to him because we can't do this. We need to squash this tonight. Yeah, I'm not gonna deal with this.
Right.
So I opened the balcony door, and as soon as I stuck a foot out there, and I understand it was a big motherfucker, you don't know that balcony might fall fucking off the side, and everybody dies. But yeah, motherfucker cowered up into a little ball, and like a retard was just bawling. Alex,
kind of like Miami.
Yeah, and instead of pulling out a phone or fucking and just fucking recording that to put him on blast, me and Alex had to comfort him and pick him up and go bro, come on.
Comfort. Damn. That's kind of, it's uncomfortable type breakdown though. Like it's where it's like, okay, yeah, all right.
Yeah, there were quite a few of them.
Yeah,
in reality, me and Alex should have just grabbed him and threw him off the balcony.
Well, I mean, it's a thing he's doing. I mean, it's histrionics, right? It's very womanly. But when he did that to me, I was like, okay. I just went in there to talk to him man to man, have a serious talk. Like, all right, we need to figure this out. Like, this is not working. Like, let's. We need to talk, right? And he just fucking completely lost his shit, started yelling and screeching, and literally in the fetal position in the corner there. I was uncomfortable. And he's doing that loudly, in the hotel, where I'm like, okay.
Heard it up and down.
Yeah, right. Where I'm like, okay, just whatever, just leave, man, whatever. I'm on probation. I was on probation from where I went to jail for 8 months. And somebody had tried to call the police on me that night. As a matter of fact, on some bullshit, Zoom or somebody.
Yeah, Zoom did. I barely kept you out of jail that night.
Yeah, exactly.
To leave, and if you had to interact with the cops.
I was ready to go. I was like, okay, I'm gone. I was about to leave the state of Florida. I was like, I got to get out of the state. Yeah.
Ralph, can I share a story that kind of puts you in a bad light?
Sure, if you want.
All right. If you want me to fucking become your enemy, motherfucker. Yeah. All right. So one night you had a little bit too much Maker's Mark. Apparently you made your way to the lobby, and we got to the hotel because we went to go buy Cuban sandwiches.
Yeah.
And we had to lure you back up to the room with a Cuban sandwich.
That was the day I met him.
Yeah, I think that was the same time. By the way, I love Cuban sandwiches. They're delicious.
Yeah.
And I think
from the fucking best place, man.
Oh, dude. I fucking remember
From
the
Versailles.
sandwich now that you mentioned it. I can like taste the sandwich a little bit. But yeah, that was the night.
Nothing better than a drunk sandwich.
Oh, dude, so good. That was the night and I forgot about this, and I still don't really remember, but apparently I almost got in a fight with Alex, too.
Yeah, you were trying to fight me. You took a swing at me at one point in the smoking area, and then I handed you a sandwich, and you got very zen. You're like, all right.
I was fucked up that trip, and I remember because I told Alex I'd gotten some Xanax basically during the trip, and so I was a little like fucked up more normally than I would be. So there's a couple periods that I actually did use Xanax. They try to say that I use Xanax all the time, which I don't. But one of them was the Miami trip, and so I actually was on Xanax during most of that trip. So that's why like I'm more fucked up than usual there. And then there was like a month in 2019 that summer where I was like really fucked up. Where the pills.
Well, yeah, we know you don't use them all the time because
because I couldn't. I can't function on Xanax. Like I'm a complete fucking wreck. Like I mean, it's not even possible for me to do this type of show and output on Xanax. Like that's just not something. That's not.
I'm dying here. Ralph floating like a cartoon in the direction of Cuban sandwich.
A little bit.
But Miami was one of those where I was like fucked up. But I don't remember if I had the Xanax at that point, if I was just drunk. But yeah, I was indulging a little too much during the Miami trip. We had all these big ideas, but
who suggested Miami? Because you guys originally like had money
LA
for only
LA. That would work.
Well, LA well, first it was DC. And then I don't know, it might have been me that expanded to Miami, but like the original idea was doing something with Dick Masterson. And for some reason, I forget why that didn't happen. And then me and Andy was like, well, you know, we'd had some success in Knoxville, just, you know, doing some streams around that and people enjoying it. So it's like, all right, well, we'll do our own thing. But like there just wasn't, I don't know, I should have just took more hold of the planning instead of just thinking it was going to happen. I was kind of just like partying too much too. Like I should have went there with my own set goals. Now we had AG Luck and Socal Chris running the logistics on that, but they, you know, they weren't that good. But also, like we weren't.
Fair,
I wasn't.
OG had his hands tied because nobody really listened to him. You weren't listening to him.
That's what I'm saying.
He wasn't.
Yeah, I can't fully blame. I don't like those guys, but I'll say this: I can't fully blame them for like Miami not working because like that was just kind of doomed.
No, it's definitely not either fucking SoCal or AG's fault.
No, but it still, that was Andy's idea to bring them aboard. Honestly, I mean, it should have been a tighter thing, really, in the first place, because he brought them aboard and told them he was going to pay them all this money, right? They were on Andy's dime, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, okay, if that's what you want to do, but like, he promised them, like, there was a certain like money, I think they were getting paid like a fee or something, but the rest he was like promising them money and promising them stuff, and of course he didn't never pay them. But I paid for that whole.
I convinced Sandy to pay SoCal.
Did he? Okay, he did pay SoCal. But see, he refunded all the money for the project, which I mean, honestly, that's kind of fine. But like, I still paid. That was like $2,000 for that hotel room. I had to pay, and he tried to say he paid for that. He didn't. He didn't pay anything on that.
Bailey and I have been talking and kind of working back through that because apparently Andy had been stealing money from both of us and playing us against each other.
That's what I'm saying.
But it's like part of the reason he said we didn't have money was because, and we thought it was legit because his dad kept calling, insisting Andy pay him back, and it was like, $10K or something like he owed him. And so he had told us the whole Indiegogo was taking out a loan from his dad. So we thought most of our profits were going to paying his dad back to get us, back to zero before we started our business. And then finding out from you that most of that money didn't come from him at all.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like when I said earlier, like he was charging money with a lot of people and spending a lot of people's money while he was in the U.S. That was kind of his thing, and saying that he was getting money for this and never did, or somebody else owed him for that. You know what I mean? Like playing those type of shell games. But yeah, that was definitely like he didn't pay shit. Now I guess he did pay for a little bit of the food here and there in Miami. So I will say, like, there was a couple of the food things I think he paid for, but other than that, like, I mean, that doesn't make up for the $2,000 that I fucking paid for in the room. Like, I don't know. It's just disaster.
The night that Alex was released from jail, we were supposed to, well, we're not supposed to, we did have a stream to, kind of have, like, all right, let's see if we can get some money together for the fucking bail money. That way we could instantly pay his mom, because his mom's the one that put it on her credit card. Because, like I said, we were.
And that's to bail Alex out from the AIM stuff, and we did a show back.
I mean, I had money. I had money for it. Not money I wanted to spend on bail, but like they won't let you pay with your own card. Someone else has to pay it.
Yeah.
No, they won't.
So we did that stream, and at one point in the stream, I look at Alex because we're right next to each other, and I show him the phone. I'm like, dude, look, we're already over $1,000. Don't worry, your mom's gonna get paid, bro. Like, and like,
yeah, we hit that every sleep stream minimum.
Yeah, because like alone, one guy gave us, me and Andy, $100 to spoon, faggot. Oh sorry, N-slur.
No, you can say.
And then like fast forward to when we did the stream with Dick Masterson after, Alex went on Dick Masterson, kind of threw me under the bus. And Andy, or at least that's how we perceived it. And then we did the fuck Alex stream. During that, like I was like, yeah, like what is he saying that I didn't pay his mother back? Like we did the stream and made well over fucking $1,000-something, and he goes to me legit, like, no, dude, we barely made like $100. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? We made $100 alone on that guy fucking giving us money on to spoon. Like, also, you're not taking into account the money that you made on the fucking aim stream. So where's all the money, Andy?
Yeah, and he would always control that. I don't know. I'm still thinking him and the fat dyke from up north are gonna have some kind of falling out over money. Now,
of course.
He claims he's given half his check from this fight to him for his support or something. I don't know. That seems that's hard for me to believe. I mean, it's hard for me to believe Andy Warski would do that.
Ashton already admitted, like, he spent thousands, like, he was already splitting their show 50-50 with Andy. And then apparently he was paying thousands for Andy to train, which, from what we saw, we know Andy didn't train. So, I mean, even if he split this $10K with him, he's not getting too much money from this compared to what he spent out. And you know that was just embezzled money, and he didn't do any training.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't seem like it doesn't seem like.
So that's gonna simmer.
What would you guys say to Warski? What is your prediction for him first off, Alex? And what would you say to him if you could send him a message right now?
Prediction with what?
I don't know. Just where he goes from here.
I mean, he can always go lower.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's what
hopefully no one gives him another reach out and elevates him again like you did.
Well, hopefully he does.
Out this time.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
I have something for him. Stop trying to be an internet tough guy. Stop going like, I'll fucking fuck you up. I'll kick your ass. Like, no.
I guess I could just encourage him to, finally come out and not worry about his parents disavowing him.
That would be good. I think he should kill himself. That's what I think. I'm glad both of you gentlemen. I don't think you should though. I appreciate you calling in, failure.
I mean, we'll just say you can go play in traffic.
And taking this trip down memory lane. I saw some people. I saw some people.
I think
go ahead.
We might have somebody. Hold on.
Oh wait.
I saw the Geek join Telegram.
Oh shit!
I didn't know if you brought it up yet, but if they had actually gotten into a fight and there were any decent punches thrown, Philly, did you ever bring up what happened to Annie when you saw blood?
Oh no, I haven't brought it up.
Yeah, so we all got back from getting from the piercing shop, and I had just gotten my punch outs redone because they had sealed up when I was in jail, and it started bleeding, just like pouring, and Phil was trying to help me with it, and then Andy walks out of the room, sees blood coming out of my ear, and just falls like a log to the floor. Apparently, anytime he sees blood from a human, just passes out, cold, unconscious.
Yeah,
So
he's lucky.
One good hit landed, he'd been fucked. It'd have been a knockout without.
He's lucky that Salt Papi didn't cut him open. By the way, Geek wants to join. I have to warn you, Geek might have some bad words to you, Ralph. But I'm sure you're a big boy, not thin-skinned like Andy, who's always in a fucking. By the way, how are you gonna be in a world where you're fucking talking shit about people, but you're like the Kumite? Oh, the doors are closed. You won't let anybody on to actually fucking talk.
Well, plus it's not even just the letting on. It's the they were fucking with me for like months and months and months, and then we started sniping them, and then he's like, "Oh, why does he keep sniping me? Why does he keep fucking with me?" It's like, what are you talking about? Like, why would I? Like, that's insane. Why wouldn't I be? You know what I mean? Like, obviously, well, it's because you started fucking with me. Like, that's why. Anyway, yeah, tell him to call in if he's gonna call in though, because it's like 3:24. I'd like him to call in, but
I'm trying to explain to him. We're all boomers here. We've been gone for too long. Just go on Telegram.
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
Ralph Retort.
Here, I'll link it in the cozy chat as well. The Telegram link again. Let's see. Where is it?
There it is.
Yeah, there it is. Oh, there you go. And then, yeah, you can just search the Ralph Retort on Telegram as well. Yeah. And you should be able to find it that way too.
Oh, there he is. Geek listening. You have to raise your hand, Geek.
Yeah.
Raise your hand.
Is that him right there?
Yeah, at the bottom. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's okay. Geek, is that you? Oh, you have to unmute yourself again.
I would say Geek's probably the one you want to ask about Luna, because Failure Geek introduced me to her in the first place.
Yeah, what's up? Can you hear me? Is that Geek?
Yeah, I can hear you. What is up? What an eventful fucking day.
It has been. It has been very eventful, yeah.
I want to raise the volume up a little bit.
Yeah, you are a little.
Me and Geek were literally just screaming top of our lungs when it happened.
Same here.
Well, Amon was on air, so you can see that. Yeah, I yelled and just completely lost my mind because it was a disaster.
While Geek's trying to figure out his boomer technology, I haven't really looked at Tonka at all. I think he's kind of walked away from the internet. I have looked at Vamp. Vamp took our advice finally and became a Twitch fucking bot.
Really?
But oh boy, I don't know if I could point. Am I able to post a link in?
Yeah.
Look at the chat. Look at the chat and look at that picture. See what he's looking like these days.
Let's see.
Maybe,
where is that?
Maybe it's in the chat.
I see it. Yeah. Okay,
yeah.
I see it. Let's see. She got her teeth fixed, I think, didn't she?
Well, zoom in and you'll see
it's tooth, and then she's got some rotten roots going on.
Oh, no, wait a minute.
$5 everyone showing up to kiss the ring.
No, wait a
Love
minute.
to see
no,
it.
wait a minute. Her. I thought she got them fixed, but it's not great. They still didn't. She get them? I think she got them fixed and then like smoked so many cigarettes that they discolored again. I don't know.
Nice pearly gray.
Yeah, that's.
Well, she had the poop tooth.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It was so named, and yeah, she went and got that fixed. She raised a bunch of money.
Yeah.
For some sick cat.
Remember? Yeah.
Well, no, to get her cat's teeth fixed is what it was.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, suddenly the poop tooth vanishes, and now she's got a nice new little white eye tooth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot, but you know what? I didn't put that together that she absconded with the cat's money to fix her poop tooth. But yeah, that actually makes all the sense. Yeah. I hadn't seen her in a while. I actually reached out back in January or something. I forget what Warski had done. It was like at the start of all this with Kino Casino, and I messaged her and I was like, look, who cares about all that old shit? Like, whatever. Let's just get Tonka on the show. That'd be hilarious. Like, let's get him on the show and dunk on Warski.
Well, he can't even really talk shit. I mean, he looks like more of a pussy. He looks more like a pussy. I mean, this dude walks out, gets knocked out in 17 seconds, and you couldn't even show. I don't know. He's not as much of a pussy.
It's
as
true.
Tonka,
I mean, yeah, it's true, but it's like it would have just been funny to have Tonka show up and like one of the, you know what I mean? Like some people in the chat are like, "Wow, these guys blast from the past." Like it's just cool to have people show up from back in the day. And if Tonka would have came on here and just like shit all over Warski in an even halfway entertaining way, like it's like okay, we could play that up as like a big moment or whatever. But instead, they went out and put out my DMs on whatever Tonka radio or whatever the fuck his show is.
That's what they do, man. That's what they.
Well, it wasn't even a got you moment. Like I didn't say anything.
Got like an FBI file on every motherfucker that she ever.
Dude, it was ridiculous though because it wasn't even a got you. I mean, what do you got? It was just me saying, "Let's do a show." Like I don't know. Was it really that big of a got you?
Here's another picture of her, just highlighting.
Like, I don't know. But yeah, they've been doing that shit. Actually, they were one of the originators. Like, oh my God, I could talk about that forever. Yeah, they're gay ops. My God. No.
Everybody's owed one, right? Everybody's owed one.
That's right. One gay op. What in the world? Yeah, I had like I said, that was my last dealing with her. And then they leaked those DMs like it was some big deal, and then I said, "Well, Tonka's a faggot, whatever," and moved on. But I guess he still streams. I don't really know. I
think he does video game streams now. Like he'll like occasionally like pull up a fucking game that he bought on Steam, and then he just low energy talks about the game. It's like literally I'd rather watch DSP or Wings. You get entertainment from those guys.
Well, yeah, I would rather watch them over Tonka on the games. Yeah, I mean, fuck it. Like, I mean, I probably wouldn't watch any of them, but I would definitely watch those guys over Tonka. Like I said, I didn't know at the time he was still doing the radio stuff, but I think he stopped that since then because I hadn't heard anything about him. And I hear him mentioned every once in a while, of course, around these occasions. But
well, he quit because he's only like streaming to like 30 fucking on the dole simpletons. That's.
Well, yeah, and again, it takes it's a grind out here daily. Now, what about earlier when Failure brought this up, and I know this was part of your advice too to Warski to do games. And don't get involved with the kill stream, me specifically, but just this area of the internet. Maybe try to clean up your image a little bit, which I actually said to Failure earlier. I don't think that was bad advice. In reality,
like my whole thing with that, like
for Andy,
can I say the N-word?
I'd rather you not, but I mean, it's been said. It's been said on the show. It won't kill us, but yeah.
Do an Andy and just say N-slur.
Well, I was just gonna say, okay, we'll use the code word Chuck E. Cheese.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So the Chuck E. Cheese video that you see like going around and me like calling a little black kid at the Chuck E. Cheese an N-word.
We did play that a couple times the last month. So I was like,
we've already got an uphill road. Like if we're gonna try to do some normie stuff with the subculture shit that he stole from me, which hilarious that all of that work is deleted. I wish I could have got into that account and did it myself. Kudos to whoever did that. I would love it. Tell me who you are. I will send you $100. Thank you. That is great. But yeah, so I was like, that video is already gonna be an uphill climb when we try to do like normie content. So I was like, yeah, you know, hanging out with AP publicly or Ralph publicly, not a good idea.
Right.
If we're going to try to do this, because like the whole idea with Subcultured was to roll this over into some sort of production type thing where we could do some stuff sort of like Red Letter Media, that Funhouse before what's his name decided to molest people in his office.
Oh, wait a second.
$3 love.
Oh,
thank you. Go ahead. Sorry, I was just TTS there. Thank you.
Yeah. So I was just like, you know, like publicly don't like really associate, like don't go on the shows, don't like participate in that stuff. But like if you want to chill with them behind the scenes and talk to people, like whatever, you know, but just don't like try to get brought into drama. Don't try to, you know, go on these shows that have some racially charged conversations, right? Like if we're going to try to do the normie thing, you know, we're already going to have to deal with the Chuck E. Cheese shit, the shit that we've done on the Warpath, because we've dropped many an N-bomb, you know, on that show. Maybe with the soft A, not the hard R, but I broke that rule with the hard R, but a lot. But, you know, it was just like, we just got to be careful. And I was just like, so maybe don't associate publicly with people like that, you know? And that was really it.
Now
and then he was just like, Geek was trying to tell me that I can't hang out with Ralph. And I was just like, no, dude, that's not what I was saying at all.
Yeah, but what's funny is he took what Geek said. He took what Geek said and went to me and said, "Failure, me and Geek are going to be doing this normie stuff. And if you keep hanging out with AP, I can't really associate with you."
Yeah.
Now, what about go ahead, finish your thought. I don't want to stop.
Oh, no. Well, I was just going to say, just like, you know, me and Failure are always like kind of behind the scenes, like trying to like, you know, give him some good advice. It's like, we'll just say like, hey, man, you know, don't blow this up. And he's like, okay, no problem. And then he'll immediately go through.
$3 love you, chat.
Thank you, Cutman. Go ahead.
And like, don't blow this up, don't do this, don't do that. And then he'll be like, yeah, sure, no problem, guys. And then the next thing we know, it's just like, hey, everybody, look at me with my stick of dynamite. You know?
Okay.
And it's just like,
Zoomer Brain
didn't live.
Zoomer Brain has something for you, Geek. Remember when Andy did OnlyFans reviews on Subculture? Take it away. Who was responsible for that?
That was a great gimmick, by the way. That was money in the bank. Like when I heard that idea, and I almost stole it because I was like, this is like money in the bank. It's still there to be done. I don't even know. Does somebody else do it? Because it just seems like a money idea. Like when I first heard that, I was like, that's a money idea.
But it wasn't Andy.
Well, of course. Well, that's what I want to hear, but I didn't know that until now. But yeah, that makes sense. But when I first heard that, so his gimmick, Warski's gimmick, was at the time for a minute was OnlyFans reviews. And so when I heard that, I was like, well, fuck, you could build a whole huge channel off that and probably get monetized and probably, you know, get a lot of support. Now at the time, I didn't give a fuck. Like I was like, that sounds like maybe not a bad idea. Now I wouldn't do that. But at the time, I was like, well, that's not a horrible idea. Holy shit. But he dropped it. Like he didn't have the wherewithal to continue with it. But what was
it wasn't going well.
Well, it wasn't on Subcultured. It was on his main channel, the Andy Warski channel. It wasn't on Subcultured because, and also that wasn't my idea. That was legitimately his idea because at that time,
why would he drop that idea? Like, I don't understand. Like, especially from being
because Ralph, it costs money to sign up to OnlyFans.
Yeah, but if you played it right, you could get these hoes to let you see their OnlyFans for free. I mean, like, I don't.
Well, yeah, for exposure. Yeah. Like he did it. Like what he had.
We could have them come on the kill stream and show their OnlyFans. I guarantee you, I could set up a rotating segment on the kill stream with OnlyFans OnlyFans hoes come on here and show me their nude pictures, and we review them live on the show.
Oh, watch out!
I disagree.
When it comes back up, we'll lose their mind over there. You're cheating on me.
I only support Love Big Dog.
Well, she's gonna be one of the judges. We'll have her sitting over here at the second mic. I don't know. It's not the worst. Chad says don't. Some people said do it. It's too much work. I don't want to. I'm trying to start a wrestling promotion. I probably should stick to that rather than organizing some whole
the thing
pageantry.
about the OnlyFans thing, the only thing that's going to make that interesting is if you bring the chicks on to talk to them, but it's going to be the same vapid.
We'll do the
fucking
Stern thing.
talk.
Yeah.
It's just going to be like, well, like I like totally just like don't want to work. And I'm sort of like a 5 in real life, but I'm like a 7 or an 8 on the internet. So I put on a lot of makeup, wigs, like Spooky Weeb thought, with my big fat saggy tits.
What is that on her eyebrow, by the way? Do we have? We can't pull up Kiwi Farm, so I don't have it at the ready. Which I'm not.
Yeah, Josh is declaring war on all internet trannies.
Oh yeah, he pissed off the wrong tranny. But she has some type of growth on her eye. She looks like one of the crones from Witcher 3.
It's like a wart.
Gross looking.
Yeah, it's like a wart.
She's one of the 3 fates from Viking lore.
She
She's
is.
the crone.
It looks like she's like about to stir up a cauldron or something. Like she literally looks like she's working on witch's brew. Or something. Like Vamp Candy is probably like I would put Vamp Candy above. Wow,
I give her a good hate fuck.
Yeah, I would
like
fuck Vamp before I would
before.
fuck Spooky Weeb Trash for sure.
All right, I gotta ask you something, Ralph. What did you think of like when Andy freaked out about like Kirsten? Because in my opinion, when she was still in some fucking shape where she was losing weight, I would have fucked her. If Andy's dick was nowhere near her, I would have fucked her.
Now he told her a bunch of shit though. Like he told her that he was gonna move her to Canada, and like he was talking to her like they were gonna be together and stuff. Like
I just remember the Pinecone Girl story.
It's not a lie.
No, it's not.
Okay, so let me break this down because I don't think anybody's heard this one before. So, number one, Kirsten said that you like offered her money for sex to me. That's what she told me. So, like,
yeah, she tried to spread that around.
No.
Like
I probably would have let her suck my dick though, yeah, for sure. But I didn't offer her money, nah.
Yeah, she claims that she went to your hotel room, and I don't think Andy was there yet. And then you apparently like sat down on the bed next to her, and you went, "Well, you want to fuck?"
No.
and then offered her money.
I would have definitely let her suck my dick, but nah, I didn't do that. I actually picked her up. So I picked her up from the airport, and since she's a hoe, she's broke basically. And then we stopped at Taco Bell. I was taking her to her hotel. We stopped at Taco Bell. I know, yeah, exactly. And I bought her 2 tacos, and I think I had a couple tacos. I don't remember. And then I dropped her off at her hotel. But no, I did not offer her.
You sure you didn't say, well, since I bought you a taco, why not give you
I mean, she is on that level that definitely she is like a taco dick sucking hoe. So when she was asleep the next day, like we woke up and her stank ass was like laying sprawled out. I mean, I don't know how stank, whatever. Laid all sprawled out in the fucking living room when we got up, and me and Dick Masterson and Coach Gator was there. We all left, and we're walking across town. I told him, I was like, get that chick out of there. Like she's just all. I was like, give her the. That was like the funniest thing I think Warski's ever said to me or on air. When I was like, yeah, give her that cold quarter pounder. Throw her the fuck out of there. Dick had bought like 40 quarter pounders the night before, and then Warski's like, fuck that. I'm eating that cold quarter pounder, and that's legitimately the funniest thing he ever said to me. Now I was pretty drunk, and it was already like, it was only 11 a.m. I was already drunk, but still, that was pretty good. What?
I don't understand why he was so embarrassed. Like,
well, that was another thing. She's a hoe. Like, so what? If she would have sucked my dick, it would have been no problem. I mean, who cares? She is on the level of somebody you'd offer money to have suck your dick. Like, she's a slut. Like, who gives a fuck? Like, I mean, I didn't do that, but if I did, who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? Like, who would care? She's a whore. Like, I mean, who gives a fuck?
if you look at her and look at Sinead, I like Sinead. Sinead's a pretty decent person. She's always been really nice to me.
Actually, I always got along with her too.
She's the reason why I got paid from Andy, because she was like, "What? You're not paying Geek? What the fuck's wrong with you?" And like started fucking giving him shit, and then he guilt paid me, which later he tried to threaten me to charge me back when I wouldn't talk to him or something. It was fucking so dumb. but like, you look at her and Sinead, there's not a big, on the scale of 1 to 10, there's not a big difference between the two of them. So it's just like, you're okay with everybody knowing you fuck Sinead, but you're not okay with everybody knowing that you fuck Kirsten. But the reason why he was so worried about everybody knowing he fucked Kirsten was because he was still in a relationship with Sinead. He was telling everybody he was broken up with her, but he was not.
No, he wasn't. He was talking to her in
Pinecone story far and wide too.
Well, he was talking to her in Knoxville and like, covering up for the fact that he had just got his dick sucked by this bitch the night before. And of course, she told everybody. Even my ex-wife heard about it before we were still in Knoxville, and she heard about it. And it was before the fight, I think, even that she had heard about it. Like, well, there was no fight, of course, but
the moment, while the cum was drying in her vagina, she literally went and told this the guy who did the fake failure, guy. She went and told that guy, and I was part of a server, a friend of mine, and I just popped in. I was like, "Hey, what's up, everybody?" And he's relaying the story, and I'm like, "What?" So I reached out to Kirsten so we can dovetail right back into what I was saying. So Kirsten had told him, and he just started telling everybody, right? So I contact Kirsten. I'm like, so what's this story about you fucked Andy? Like, what the fuck is this? Because like this guy's telling the story to everybody. And so I start talking to her, and then Andy starts to trash her, right? And so she's in there in my Discord in a private call with me and a few other people, and she's showing us fucking DMs of how he's just like, "Oh yeah, I love you. I want to move you up here. I want to live with you. You're perfect." All this shit leading up to Knoxville, right? And so she's thinking like, "Oh, I'm meeting Andy. We're gonna be in love. We're gonna be a couple." And meanwhile, Andy's just like, "I just want to come in your hole." That's his mentality, right? Like, but she doesn't know that. And
well, he could have done that anyway. Like, I didn't realize what he had been telling her till later, but like, he could have just fucked her like that anyway. Like, he was selling her like a bill of goods that didn't even need to be sold because she was down to fuck regardless, right? Like, you didn't have to tell her you were gonna move her to fucking Saskatchewan or where the fuck you live, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, she would have just fucked you because you were Andy Warski in town for this fucking gay ass fight that wasn't even happening. Like, it was just a fucking stunt anyway, because Tonka didn't show up. So it's like, yeah, she would have fucked you anyway. You didn't have to tell her all that shit. Now at the time, I kind of thought she was being like, oh, she knew what it was, and you're being a little clingy here. Like, what the fuck? Obviously, this is just some kind of fling. But I didn't realize he had been saying what he had been saying, right? Like,
Oh yeah, he was spinning her a yarn of a happily ever after,
right?
Man. And like, and this girl was just like, "Oh, this is perfect," because like I was still kind of talking to her in shit while they were talking, and like like I could totally tell like she was just enamored with Andy.
We do that with every girl we talk to online. And then when it came time to actually meet them in person, he'd like just find a way to bail or make it not happen.
So does anybody know that story of like him like recently going down to meet some chick and she wouldn't even kiss him?
I don't know the whole details.
I heard that, but I don't know where it came from.
Yeah, so Gollison put a little bit of it out there, but I don't know all the details. He claimed he was going to Portugal during that weekend or trip or whatever.
Well, yeah,
now we know
normally
he
he has like once a year, him and his family go over to Portugal.
He didn't go though. He would have taken a picture. He would have taken a picture, Geek. There's no way. Like,
yeah.
After I just went, they would have. He wouldn't have been able to.
Doesn't like him staying there.
Say what?
Like back when I knew him, it had got to the point where his sister's husband didn't like him staying.
Oh yeah, that might be.
Yeah.
But like he would have taken a picture because
Melanie hates him. Melanie hates him. She can't stand him.
Would you fuck Melanie? I asked this earlier.
No, I fuck Melanie. Oh no, funny story. I made a joke. I was like, hey Andy, what if I came up to Mississauga to fucking meet you and me and Melanie hit it off? I could be your brother-in-law. He was like, don't fuck my sister.
Holy shit. Man, she could really get back at Andy, couldn't she? Man, that would really take the cake.
Melanie, my phone number is
good old Mel. All right, what were you about to say?
Oh no, I was just being.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something before that. I forgot. I cut somebody off.
Nothing profound, just being a pervert.
No.
Somebody said a Warski is gonna see when he hears this.
Oh, failure. Do you remember how much he scrolled Tinder when he was here?
Oh yeah.
Do you remember that particular profile that we caught him like writing paragraph after paragraph to?
Was this a tranny?
What? Yeah.
Was that a tranny?
Oh well, Geek has a story. Geek has a story about a website.
Oh,
really?
Yeah. So I know of a tranny website that I had never known existed before knowing Andy. One day he was like just typing in his fucking address bar, and it, like the autofill was like showing because he was sharing his screen. And there's a site called Shemale Gods. So out of curiosity, I go and I look and I go, oh, it's just a fucking tranny porn site. Okay.
Now, what about we talked about this with failure a little bit earlier. What about the abortion?
Oh yeah. Well, me and failure didn't know that each other knew it, right? So, after Andy and I split, like, how long ago has this been? It's been a while.
2020, like early 2020.
2020?
Yeah, early 2020, like January, I think it was.
Have I been got like a year and a half or a year? Like,
yeah, dude, this feels weird. Me and Geek have just been doing shows for each other. We'll fucking chit chat and just fucking like goof off about other shit, and then like tune in and look at Ralph's Twitter and look at look what Ralph is talking about. Yeah, big fans, also big critics. Well, we'll criticize you on some shit like your man purses.
Yeah, you're an absolute fucking mess, Ralph. Like you gotta get.
Right. I challenge you to a rematch for the fucking race that we had.
I smoked you, dude. Like it wasn't even close.
I want to win the second time, but I demand that a purse be on the line.
The purse will be on the line. I have a replacement purse now, so it's not as expensive as the last one. Just in case I get robbed again, I had to downgrade, so I had to take precautions. I can't carry a gun because I'm a felon, so I just had to, downgrade the purse, purse class.
I just get a backpack, Ralph.
Yeah, it's fair.
Abortion. We're sidetracking.
Nah, man, they're handy. You know where I got it? It's from being in the casino. It's from being in the casino.
They got little, like waist hooks.
Yeah, but it's from being in the casino, and walking around having your phones in there, and you can put your wallet, and it's just and chips or whatever you win too, right?
Wear like a baby Bjorn.
Yeah, you're right. You know what? The people have backpacks on and shit in there too. So I could easily have a backpack. Yeah, that's true.
I have got a very stylish leather, like sort of Indiana Jones kind of bag, but I don't know, man. That bag, it was a little funny.
Well, it was overpriced too, honestly, because I won't go over how much it cost, but way too much.
Well, stop being enriched with your money.
Yeah, that was an expenditure I didn't have to make. So the bag I have now is like $150. That's not that bad, but that one was like too much. Now, what about how did this get onto my bag from Andy killing babies? How did we get from Andy killing babies to my bag? But now, what was that going to be? You were talking about how long it was since you guys.
After you're done killing the baby, you need somewhere to put it.
Well, that's true.
No failure. They just stuck it into a tube and shoot it into a container and then just throw it.
Dude, he literally went into the description of what they do to aborted babies. I was like, what the fuck? I don't know. It seemed like he'd actually actually thought
that's fucking disgusting. Because
yeah,
I was trying to explain this earlier. Me and Geek do a terrible Andy that nobody gets, but it's just the energy that we feel.
Get it, Ralph? Like, when
I get it.
Like, it's tough.
It's like a brain, even like a brain damage sliced alone or something like completely brain. You know what I mean? Like where it's
here's an example that like me and Geek never talked about before. He's crazy.
He's crazy.
He's crazy.
He's crazy. Geek, Sinead beat me up. She's crazy.
Now, killing
abortion.
Yes.
He called you.
Well, the reason I'm having him talk about it is because, like, I've not. Some people might not have heard. Like, these are primary source people. You and him, Failure and Geek, on the abortion knowledge and just what he did during that time. And I kind of want it on the record, like, from you guys. So that's why I already talked to Failure about it, but so that's why I was giving you a chance. Like, just what is the details that we have is that he basically orchestrated her killing their child, and then was also pissed because she was interrupting his playthrough of Grand Theft Auto.
Oh, well, yeah. So yeah, she got pregnant and fucking told Andy. Andy fucking freaked out. He's like, "Geek, I can't be a dad. I don't want to be a dad. It's scary.
Fuck, man.
I get."
You have kids, don't you? You have kids, don't you?
Yeah, I got a Rugrat.
Yeah. What? I mean, I don't know. I mean, he's not the only one who said that, but what? It's pretty selfish, isn't it? Like what the fuck? Like, what, you can't? Is it just like so beyond your ability? Like, I don't think that that's the case. Like, a lot of people have kids. Like,
oh yeah, dude. I was 31 when I'm 44 now, and I was 31, and I don't think at any point in time when you hear I'm pregnant that you're like, yay, as a guy. Like, you're never like, yay, unless you're like some weird mind wash fucking Christian guy that's got like this idea of a perfect family in his head, right? Most men are just kind of like fear, panic, just like, oh my God, my life is completely changed as I know it, right? But like, yeah, like, but you nut up, right? You nut up because you nutted in, so it's just like, you gotta take care of it. And surprisingly, I mean, you can get away with not making a whole lot of money, right? And raise a kid. I was living in Jersey, fucking paying an insane amount of rent and taxes on everything. And like, I managed to do an all right job. I don't know. Maybe he might kill somebody in 4 or 5 years. I don't know. But, hey.
Right. And I see some people in the chat. Yeah, it's not bad. I see some people, some Christians in the chat. Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. I mean, Geek, I don't know if he's atheist. Somebody said atheist cringe. I don't know if Geek's atheist.
Oh, I'm an atheist. Oh, yeah.
I mean, all right, he is. Okay. I kind of
But I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit.
But, I mean, what he's saying is, I mean, that is kind of true, though. Like, a lot of guys think, like, oh, my God, what am I going to do? Or, this might be tough, or what have you. Like, some thoughts like that. But I don't know. I mean, I guess it's just different mentality, but I never would think, like, my first thought would be abortion or any type of encouragement of it, or, like, even that being a real option. Like, I don't know. I always wanted to have kids, too. So, I mean, I guess it's a different mentality.
Yeah. I've always wanted to have a kid, too. But when you hear it, like, you still, like, I love kids, man. I got to be careful going around places, because sometimes I'll smile and like kind of talk to kids, and you can't really do that today, because then they start thinking you're a pedo, and you're like,
yeah, don't do
so
that.
I gotta not be friendly to little kids,
Yeah.
So,
yeah, especially when you're in a van trying to lure them from the playground.
Never talk. I never talk to children. I think
come here, kiddos.
They might hit me up for money or something, or try to sell me something. I don't know. I just don't talk to kids. No. But fuck, I forgot. What the fuck were we trying to talk? The abortion.
We're talking about abortion.
Yeah, the abortion.
So he said she's pregnant. And he's like, oh, I'm not ready for a kid. I can't have a kid. Blah 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 blah. So, and he basically tells her. He basically is just like, we gotta get rid of it. And he kind of talks her into it. So
that's how he talks it. We gotta get rid of it.
So when he says that she did it without his knowledge or consent, he's a fucking liar because he drove her down there, and he was sitting there on his fucking Nintendo Switch while she's in there getting their fucking baby fucking vacuumed out of her. You know, and then like I guess it's like a day after, she's just, you know, or it might even be like the night of the day. It might be that night. He was talking to me on Discord, and he's like playing a game, and he's like, guys, just in there fucking crying and won't leave me alone. And it's like, all I want to do is play a video game and edit videos. I'm like, wow. I'm like, Andy, maybe you should, like, you know, log off of here and maybe like go in there and comfort her. You know, it's a pretty fucking traumatic thing, man. Like, maybe you should be a human being.
Go put an arm around her or something. Like, yeah, like what the fuck? I don't know.
Reno, can you share a story I really enjoy? The time and the time where his mom got home, opened the fridge.
Oh yeah, where he ate the family's dinner for lunch. Yeah. He was. I'm sitting there talking to him on Discord, and I'm hearing him.
He's like a slob, by the way.
Oh yeah. And then I hear Andy's mom in the background, and she speaks very broken English a lot.
Yeah, gets home from scrubbing toilets all day, just
loudly. And she's like, "Did you eat all the food? Did you eat all the food?" And he's like, "Yeah, I was hungry. I ate lunch. That was for dinner and our lunch tomorrow."
Yeah, not only their dinner, but their fucking leftovers for when they go to work.
Now, what is it his mom does?
Well,
scrubs toilets.
She does two things.
Wow.
Her dad. He's such a bitch. I call him a her. Fucking his dad and mom. They both work at the same furniture store, which he claims his dad owns, but they don't own, because I like kind of trace back to see there's like a furniture company, then it has like an umbrella company over it that's a furniture company.
You should just say those. I mean, it's public information. It's not against the rules to say if you want. I mean,
I don't remember the name of the places. I'd have to look at it again to look it up, but they both work there as like, I think, salespeople, I think. And then because I don't see him as a manager there. I looked through like their little about us type page, so I don't see him as a manager, so he's probably just some fucking part-time sales associate.
It can't be much, because Andy said their goal was to save up $45,000 in savings so they could move to Portugal. So if it was taking that many years to save up that, he's definitely not high up there.
Why did he move to?
Then
go ahead.
They also do janitorial work in like office buildings downtown.
Ooh,
Toronto.
I wonder if that's where he got his job from.
Well, yeah, he basically
he never came out with this, but he was a maid when he first went back.
All right, one at a time. Go ahead, Geek. Go ahead.
He would go into like, I guess his mom and dad got him a job working with them, but all he would do is go in there with his Nintendo Switch, sit around while his mom did all the work. And he was like telling me this funny story. He's like, I went and farted in my mom's face while she was working. I'm like, you're a douche.
What the fuck?
Like, your mom's sitting here fucking cleaning out trash cans and turlets, and you're just going, oh, look, mommy, I farted in your face. I'm gonna go play Bing Bing Wahoo now, okay? Bye-bye.
It's like, what the fuck? I'd be enraged. Dude.
He complained so much about that job. He said he worked his ass off, and he was so embarrassed about having to be a maid, and it was so much work, and he was tired every day. That's crazy.
So Warski was a janitor, and he didn't even
He said he was a maid, in his words, when he talked to me.
Made.
Well, he also claimed he was a butcher, but he
no, he worked at deli counter. at what's the grocery store?
Whole Foods. He was like a sandwich maker, I think. Wasn't
See, that makes more sense because Bailey and I couldn't figure out like how are you fainting with blood, but you're not going to faint with animal blood, is what he was claiming. He's like, my brain is different. I'm like, okay.
He used to tell me about this retarded guy who worked with Tim, and like, it's strangely enough, a lot of the things that Tim would do seem very Andy-like, and I feel like he's just sort of relaying a story that someone would tell about him, about a retarded guy hitting on girls and just being absolutely clueless. I think that's probably what it is.
What was your first thought? Oh, go ahead. Finish your thought, Failure.
Oh, Alex, are you still here?
Yeah, he's here.
Yeah, I'm still here.
You remember when he
Failure?
I haven't heard it. I haven't heard his voice in so long. I don't remember. It's like a faint memory. It's so aim was such a long time.
All right, get on with your nostalgic fucking question, faggot. Let's go.
All right, remember when he hit on that 17-year-old and was like,
yeah,
well, let's still call her.
Yeah, at the sushi shop in Tarpon Springs. He was hiding behind a bush to try and get a kiss from her, and then it was like the store owner was trying to run him off, but it was her dad. It's on stream. I mean, it's gone now, but unless Failure, if you kept the copy.
No,
but,
I'm saying what to the hiding
he got her number
to get a kiss. Like, what is
Yeah,
fucking
so-
12?
Felt like it. Basically, the dad kept running him out of the shop, so he was like, I'm going to wait till he's gone. So he was hiding behind a bush to make sure the dad had left the shop to go get her number and a kiss he wanted. And then he finds out she's 17 and still gets her number. And then Failure and I are like, dude, you got to delete that. No. And he's like, well, I'm just going to stay in touch with her and we'll bring her on when she's 18. It's like,
No.
one, gross. Two, you realize people are going to do the math and figure out when you met her, right?
Also, what about the Snapchat? There's a couple of the Snapchat thing. I don't know what
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy. That was a fucking
Well, it's kind of like I was telling Ralph earlier about.
Go ahead, Geek. And then all.
I know. I figure like Failure was actually probably going to get on what I was going to say.
Okay, sure. Go ahead, then, Failure.
I was telling Ralph earlier about how, like, you know, I was asking, like, for evidence with the Mafra chick, like, oh, show me the DM where you sent that picture to yourself, and he got so mad.
Yeah.
But, like, the same thing where, like, you know, with those Snapchat things.
Now, by the way, for people who don't know, hold on, I just want to say this. For people who don't know, he was accused of texting this high schooler. She was like 17 or something, and he said he was going to go pick her up at high school and some other stuff on there or whatever, and they were talking sexually, and he tried to say that wasn't real.
I thought it was 14.
But it gets worse.
Oh, 14, yeah, I don't know. They were teenagers.
Worse.
Yeah.
No. Hold on. You guys are fucking up the story.
Yeah, I don't know.
She claimed she was 17.
Yeah. Okay.
But in truth, she was 14.
Wow. So I didn't know that.
She did lie to him about her age, and that's why, like, in my defense of like defending him publicly, I was like, it seems like a setup, because it's like, you know, and then it's like conveniently the right people just got it like right away, and it was just like, and then it came from Anal Vape, which.
Yeah,
you know, he was mad because, like, back during the Purple Dragon, he was like, "Yeah, I'm Andy Warski's co-host," and Andy's like, "No, you're not." and he got really upset, and he vowed
He
revenge.
was some psycho
like an anime
Discord
villain.
faggot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad that's a deep cut of the lore. Yeah, and so then he like vowed revenge against Andy, and they came to me with this, and we like put it on air, and I was like, I don't know, you know, I'm not sure. And then it ended up Andy and some other people kind of like threw enough shade on it to where he kind of got you know, basically it just, I don't say went away, but like he got.
But like Failure said, anytime you asked him for evidence, like during that time, I was like, hey, you know, like show me like when you try to log in, like show me this or that, like, show me the email. And he would just be, well, you don't believe me? Well, you're not my friend, Geek? You don't have my back? And I'm just like, no, man, I just, you know, because I know people are going to ask me about it. And
well,
if you
yeah,
want me
I'd
to
rather
help
have
you
it.
out,
Yeah.
I kind of need to know what's going on.
Well, it's like, well, yeah, if you have the goods.
I don't know if I got into it.
Yeah, go ahead. Say what?
I don't know if we got into it last time we did a stream, but like I knew for a fact he wasn't hacked then because he called me up trying to give me the whole I'm hacked story with the old butterfly tattoo girl thing. And he's like, I don't know how to get it back. You got to help me. What am I going to do? So, I mean, he's useless with that stuff. So I just took it upon myself to file the basically hacked account report with Twitter and all that, so that they would lock his account down and then verify his identity, get everything back to him. And that is on a timer. That takes like a good 24 hours before they lock it. And then you have to do your identity and stuff. And I was keeping track of that for him. And all of a sudden he's like, thanks, man. They fixed my account. I'm in. I logged in. Everything's good. And like, I think a half an hour after that, I finally got the confirmation that Twitter locked his account to verify his identity. And then he had to verify it and get back in again. But it's like, so he already had the login. Twitter hadn't done anything to get it back to him. He never lost the login to his account, was never hacked.
Yeah, and this shit today is some other fake hack shit. Like, I don't know what the fuck's going on with that. I don't know if you saw.
I got blamed for?
So now they blame Bibble, actually. But I think you were another candidate.
What? Yeah. Oh, I wish I had hacked it, dude. That would have, dude. I would have just put my icon or like my little like avatar over everything. Just like,
oh well, yeah. I mean, who cares? Like, that's what I messaged. I know Bibble didn't, obviously, but I messaged him earlier and I was like, yeah, they're saying you did that, and I was like, I hope you did. I was like, that'd be hilarious. Fuck that guy. But yeah, that's not what happened.
No,
I think they staged this.
Zoomer saying it's either Kyler or no one else. I'm not even saying Kyler. I think it's just an inside job.
I think it's an inside job.
Yeah,
It always has been.
Kyler got put on the pay and no mind list, man. He found him a new money maker. He's like, sorry, we're not friends no more. Bye-bye. Just like
Kyler, if you're listening, come on, TNG, let's fucking have a watch party. By the way, Adolf said he's sorry he got manipulated. I told him like you're not that fond of him because you got his fucking Discord fucking yeeted.
Yeah, and then they tried to deny it, and then later Andy admitted to it. Like, yeah, we got Discord. That was the reason why I came out against him.
Warski's such a faggot, though. Wait, now think about what a faggot thing that is. So Warski, like, if that happened, by the way, I like Adolf, and he's cool with me. Like, I've always been cool with him. But, like, say that's what happened, right?
Guy,
like,
dude.
I don't know
watch that guy.
Well, I don't know either way. Like, whatever. I don't care. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
ladies,
that's not
watch yourself. Protect yourself at all times.
That's not my.
That's all I'm gonna say.
That's not my beef. Like, whatever y'all got going on. But what I'm saying is that's something Warski would do, though. Like, get you to get somebody to go in with him on something and like, oh, let's get these guys kicked off. Let's do that. And then to curry favor with those same guys later on, he would like admit like, oh yeah, you know, we did do that to like sell somebody else out though. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's a fucking double dealing type move though. Like even what you're describing there is Warski like going in with a compatriot, quote unquote, and then
his channel got like fucked and he was blaming you for it.
Yeah, which is not
Andy's
true.
The one who did that.
Really?
Yeah. And he was like, I'm gonna let Ralph take the blame for it.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't do that.
When you were like bringing him on, and after we like split, I was like, Ralph, he's a snake, dude. He's gonna snake on you, bro. Like I was just like, he hates you. He fucking hates you.
If Adolf's still around, I have a question for him. But real quick, fucking scattered all around. I actually want to bring up the strip club since Alex is here. Because you've had your prostitute fucking thing, Ralph. Fucking pass everybody else.
$100. What happens? Kiss me too.
What happens in Miami fucking stays with herpes, whatever. But so Andy.
Yeah, well, there's really a lot of fake news about a lot of different things actually.
Yeah. So. So where was it that we were at, Alex? I forget what city, but it was like a dry city.
Someone could probably Google it because it was like, I guess whatever city we're in has the law where if it is full nude, it has to be a dry strip club. Yeah. I think it was Tampa. I'm not sure. I can't remember. It was a shit place.
That's most of fucking Florida, though. Yeah, it's that way up here.
So,
but there aren't many full nude places. I think there's only one in that city where we were. So
Andy says that we were pussies, not wanting to talk to any females in the club while we were sipping on our beers, which is bullshit because
they were 5 and low, and it was very depressing, and there was no alcohol.
And we had energy drinks. Yeah, we had fucking.
When you go to a strip club in the daytime, man. It's not.
No, it was nighttime.
No, that
it
was
nighttime.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, it was
like
nighttime. Yeah, like there was a couple of Latinas that were like Miami 5s, but to Andy there were 10s. The one I was interested in, I think both me and Alex were interested, was a little blondie, but she was taken up by like this old guy. Remember the blonde one?
No, I wasn't looking at anyone.
All right. Well, I was looking at the blondie across the room, but she was taken up by an old guy, and the rest of them I had fucking no interest in. But Andy, like the first one that comes up to him, dance? You want to dance? Like, yeah. So he goes, fucking pays for his dance. Like 3 minutes later, he comes running to me like, "Failure, please give me monies. I need."
Wait, he tried to get a loan at the strip club? Damn. No, that's not cool.
Beg and beg. Like Failure said no, and he's like, no.
He's got bitches now, dude.
Get on the floor and beg him.
That should have been a big sign right there. Yeah, that's a bad sign. Let me just say this publicly. Yeah, if somebody's asking you for loans at the strip club, they got bitches like in their ear, and they're trying to get money off you on behalf of some bitch at a strip club, and it's not like to pay their rent or to eat that month, you know, that would maybe be an exception. Even then, it better be dire. Like, what the fuck? But yeah, that's a bad sign. That's a mentally weak.
But
person.
he claimed he had $500 in his fucking wallet, and he just needed a $200 more, which is outrageous. $700 for fucking 3 minutes of sex, Ralph.
Yeah, go to a fucking Asian massage parlor, man. Like,
oh shit, I didn't know he had that much. Like he had said he didn't. No, he told me he didn't have any money, and he was trying to get.
No. This is what he said on stream. He had no money in his wallet.
Yeah, I was gonna say we know he didn't. It didn't cost that much.
No. This is him trying to flex in front of PPP.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, at the time, like when you guys are down there, like that motherfucker was like trying to like hint at me to like fucking give him money. And I was like, nah, man, you still owe me money.
Yeah, that's
he had enough money for the lap dance, and then he was fucking empty. He came to me and like saying like, please, I'll PayPal you the money.
Holy shit!
Go to the ATM and give me $150.
Yeah,
and
Failure.
I'll pay you back.
Full Coomer, like he was
Failure.
like,
do it through PayPal. Failure.
Holy
Surely
shit!
It won't fucking blow back.
It's
on
like
you.
so, yeah, exactly. He's got you on PayPal. Yeah, it's like holy fuck, dude. He's trying to take out loans at the strip club. He's that coomered out. Like I don't know. That's pretty fucking. That's pretty bad. Like, if you don't have the money.
And when you said earlier, like right when I like tuned in, I just woke up and I was like, "What the fuck is Failure still doing up?" I woke up because I had to pee and I'm old. But so
I was sleepy.
That fucking Failure got SoCal paid. No, I got SoCal paid. I was trying to get AG paid too, but. Then those two started like going around shit talking. I'm like, it's hard to get.
They're faggots, dude.
Hours a day, so who knows? But like, it was Failure and I talked with him, and finally he agreed and went and paid him. But
yeah, they don't deserve to get paid. They're faggots. Like I don't think so. But I will say that they couldn't really say that. Like I can't blame them for Miami still though. But
no, both of you were a fucking mess.
Yeah, like I wish I wish I could blame them. I wish I could blame them. But yeah, okay.
But thank you for that moment where Andy was screaming while on the phone with dispatch.
Yeah, I still didn't do anything.
That was hilarious.
Like I literally was just trying to have a conversation with him. Now I mean, I was kind of upset, but I wasn't trying to fight. Like I didn't like break anything or anything. I just shut the door and I did like turn the fucking lock or whatever. But I was like, all right, let's have a quick. But I guess he had something like
about when we were outside of the building.
Oh yeah, well that's on tape. By the way, we listened to that when Alex was on here last time, and it has a call where he's like calling into dispatch, and he's literally freaking out and like
dispatch is literally fucking just fucking making fun of you.
Yeah, he's trolling him the whole time, but he literally has like a panic attack, and he's like, oh, Ralph, no, tell him not to come. Tell him not to walk up here. Oh my God, tell him not to walk. And it's like, dude, I wasn't even trying to fight this guy this whole time, by the way. But he was losing his mind. I don't know. He was afraid I was gonna attack him, and I don't know. It was just really weird. I guess, man, a lot of people. Even I didn't think he would get destroyed like this today, though. Like I just can't. I don't know. This is just incredible.
Hey, Beardson, you're after my time, I think, but I've seen fucking interactions with Andy. the fact that Andy tries to dunk on Beardson, shut up. Man. But one little tidbit about that fucking moment when we were outside the building. At one point, when me and AG had him sat down and trying to calm him down, he goes like, "Dude, I'm gonna go get a drink." I'm like, No, you're not, bro. Like, the last thing you're telling Ralph that his problem is drinking. You're also drunk. The last thing,
sure.
and he starts freaking out. I mean, like, and I yell at him, like, dude, fucking shut the fuck up! I'm trying to help you here, you fucking asshole. Like, you just see him like shrink. I wish AG is back on the fucking Andy bandwagon. It's amazing.
What?
Wait,
Well,
SoCal. Yeah, SoCal is too. Even after,
what?
I don't know if you remember, but Andy was forcing SoCal to give him his meds while we were in Miami.
I know.
Oh, and not paying him. It's like Andy abused the fuck out of you. It wasn't even to pay you, and now you're like fucking dick.
SoCal, you weren't paying.
You got it wrong. SoCal wasn't giving him his meds. He was giving him his daughter's meds.
No.
What a piece of shit, right?
Oh, yeah, both. It was both his meds and the dog.
SoCal, no, look, people don't understand. SoCal was like 800 pounds in Miami. Like, this guy could not walk hardly. Like, and he
I honestly think it's the testosterone hormone replacement.
Somebody said he lost. Somebody said he lost a bunch of weight. Is that true?
Yeah, he's fit.
Yeah, he's lost
I thought he was gonna die. Like, this motherfucker was like PPP and beyond. Like, I don't know. Like, he couldn't hardly walk around. Like, this guy was in bad shape. I can't believe he lost all that weight.
No, yeah, it's on his Twitter. He actually.
I don't care. Fuck that. I got him blocked. He's a faggot. Like, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, he went nuts. I even helped him out.
Wow.
Big fat people like that losing weight can be very deceptive because they usually lose it in their face and their neck first.
Yeah.
So you never know. That motherfucker might.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit.
Sorry piece.
Yeah, he's probably juicing. He's juicing the girls.
Like, I kept in touch with SoCal after I left Miami. He seemed like a nice dude, but I even helped him out. He would beg me for money like every week to help him out, and I, send him some money and he'd pay me back. But he did it like 3 weeks in a row. I was like, okay. But then he loses weight, gets on testosterone, and he starts doing these psychotic rants online and acting weird. And then, like, as soon as Cog went nuts, he jumps on Cog's dick and starts trashing me. It's like, I've been good to you for years, dude. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Well, that dude hated me out of fucking nowhere. I was like, I remember like out of nowhere, like I was on a stream and he like popped up and he just started going, "You're a fucking piece of shit. I fucked you up." And I'm like, "Who are you?" Like, and then he just started trashing me out. So I'm like, "Who is this guy?"
Yeah, just me saying, like, dude, what are you doing talking to like Andy again after he's done all this shit? That'll probably cause him to spaz out and be like fucking talking shit about me. Like, no, dude, I'm just saying, fucking realize what the fucking, like, Andy's never gonna fucking change. Like, it's not.
Yeah, he will. What are you talking about? He'll find a new personality, like Mike from Red Bar, and he'll change. He'll be that person next.
Oh, that Red Bar appearance. Did you watch that Red Bar appearance?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I did, actually, yeah.
You were friends with Andy at that time. Did you kind of like cringing of like, oh, bro, that wasn't a good appearance?
Yeah, but and I did see it, and he was like really stoked about it. And then like at first, and then you watch it, like I don't know if it was like his second thought about it or what. And then he just like tried to memory hole it after, but at first,
Anonymous sent $3 Geek's thoughts on Metokur.
On what?
My thoughts on Metokur? Oh, like that dude. All right. If you're a fucking creator, and I warned Tonka of this way back in the day. I warned Andy.
I was like, I've known of Metokur before I ever even heard of the anti-SJW people. And I was like, this is a guy that will get into your community. He'll pump your shit up. It'll be great for you for a bit, but then he'll get bored. He's internet entropy. Like, the guy will get bored. Maybe you do something that people laugh at or people find cringy or don't agree with in general, and he will descend upon you like a swarm of locusts to Egypt and destroy all of your grain and try to leave you a wrecked husk. And everybody will meme on you about the stupid shit that people make up about you. And that's going to be your history. You know, it's like the best idea is to enjoy, like, it's like the zoo. You enjoy the lion from afar. You don't jump into the cage with the lion and try to pet it. That's the way it is. Because he can be entertaining sometimes. Lately, there's been a lot of cracks that have been showing where it's like, oh, this dude's scared of being doxxed, man. Like, how scared is he of fucking anybody figuring out who the fuck he is? Like, I imagine this is middle-aged, pudgy, balding guy.
He really doesn't want to be seen.
Yeah, it's just like, he really does not like the idea of being doxxed. I mean, rightfully so. Nobody wants to be doxxed. It fucking sucks, you know? But, like, it's like you sling so much shit at everybody throughout your fucking career on the internet. Eventually, you're going to get got. Nobody is undefeated. You know, everybody gets beat, and it's just, but don't trust Metokur. Like, that's the best thing you could ever do. Don't think he's your friend. Don't ever trust him.
Everybody will have their gun revealed. Eventually, you have to accept it. You might not want to.
Just revealed his recently.
But yeah, I mean, I actually remember you saying that a long time ago on some stream. And that's true. I didn't really realize how true it was back in the day. But
I was trying to tell you in Miami, I was trying to tell you, like, bro, just take off your shirt. Like, people are already talking about it. Just fucking, like, own it. Like, and just go, like, there it is.
Take off your shirt and do a truffle shuffle.
Yeah,
man.
but also it's like people are trying to make you do that too, and it's like, I mean, yeah, I probably should have just done that. But also, that's funny.
But
that
it's kind of like Andy thinks that, like, you know, I finally owned the AIM thing. Yeah, fucking what, a year later? No, you still fucking bothered by it.
Yeah,
he was so bothered.
I don't see that motherfucker with a knife, Alex. That shit's made up.
Yeah, because the Ami's great. No, it's not.
That is
really going there?
Made up. That is,
no, it's not. You can even watch the video.
There is nobody behind failure.
You can even see them at the end of the video, idiot.
I didn't see the guy, man. Like,
we watched the video. They walked by, went unhandcuffed.
If Ralph wants, wait, why am I bringing us back here? I thought we were leaving.
Yeah, I'm about to. We might have to do a part 2. I don't know. Maybe if Warski does another fight, maybe we'll have to just get the whole panel back for a post discussion.
No, that's just fucking retarded. Like, at the end of the video, you can see them walk by.
I can't believe, honestly.
Sorry for the assault, bro.
Still, this is so perfect. Today is perfect. Like, I don't know. It's just been great. Like, the way he just got demolished. He earned every bit of this. I genuinely think he's a snake. Like, I don't know.
He's not getting re-signed.
No, hell no. They're not going to fight him again. Like, I don't think so.
Oh, they'll never use him again.
Yeah, I would be.
If he would have maybe made his second round, got knocked out, they might like, you know, throw him in another fight. But that dude, he threw 2 punches, neither connected. Salt Papi hit him with 2 punches and knocked him the fuck out.
Well, Andy said he's gonna just use boxing for exercise, but not for training because it takes up too much.
He's a fan of speed running, so he speed ran his fucking boxing career. It's sad when your boxing career can fit in a fucking GIF. Jesus Christ!
It's perfect. Yeah,
it was like a 9-second fight, 29 seconds from start to finish.
It was perfect. But yeah, I appreciate everybody stopping by. It was good to take a
real quick, Ralph.
Sure.
Well, you got Geek and Failure here. The other 2 people can confirm this. VHS Archives, Luna Blur. Remember the Pablo account? You guys introduced me to her in the first place.
Yeah,
Because they weren't sure about the connection.
With this shit, bro. You also lied about me in this shit, saying I was trying
Lied
to
about
dox
what?
Cog.
Oh.
Trying to say I was trying to dox Cog, motherfucker. You liar.
No, you and Andy asked for the docs multiple times.
I wanted to see the information that she had, is what I fucking.
That's all I said. Is you guys asked for it multiple times.
Said we tried to get
You begged me for it.
to dox it. Shut up.
Yeah, because I had it.
Liar.
You kept asking me for it over and over again.
Yeah, we were like,
I don't
yeah,
give a fuck what you say, dude. You lied all the time.
You're the motherfucker that actually came to us saying, hey, I got a person that can get Cog's docs. Do you guys want it?
What? I said I was getting it, and I did get it.
Yeah.
And I didn't use it.
How'd I get it? I didn't get it.
I didn't say you got it. Are you deaf, fucker?
No, you just got a shitty connection.
All right, so move on.
Go with your
favorite personal problem.
I'm loving this.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not gonna stop. I mean, I'm just.
But so anyway, what I was saying is, you guys can confirm. You introduced me to her. It was Pablo, that old Twitter account, who was also Luna Blark VHS archives. Because Bakes wouldn't believe that was the person. He was convinced she was someone else and all that.
I didn't introduce you to that person. I mean, that's the person that claimed to know that person's docs, but I didn't introduce you to that person. I never talked to VHS. I never talked to VHS archives.
Taylor gave it directly to me.
Okay, well, don't say me and act like I can confirm it.
Okay, keep spazzing out. Let Taylor talk then.
All right.
Well, what did I give you? I know that person was around talking to us. What about her? Or it?
Yeah, Luna. No, that's who it is. VHS archives, Pablo account. Remember?
Okay, yeah.
I don't know.
Wow, you really got to kill the mood, Geek.
No, I just don't know.
Dead air. Everything's cool, so keep spazzing out.
How did I kill the mood? Failure says, yeah, that person hung around. Like, yeah, but.
Oh, we were talking about until you spazzed out.
I have.
Yeah, because you're a liar. I don't like liars.
Well,
okay. It's not projection much.
I thought you guys liked each other. I didn't know there was any beef there.
No.
Oh, we and I have never
$3 docs the
had a very heated past.
Yeah. Just because the enemy of my enemy doesn't mean friends, it just means we both hate the same people, I guess.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
it's probably mostly on Andy's part, painting Geek the way he painted them, playing everyone against each other, but
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think one bad thing about like Andy having Geek as a co-host is a lot of the blame for Andy's stupid things always got shifted
all
to
went on the
Geek.
Yeah.
Also me, I got blamed for a lot of stuff like JF getting fired. I never suggested outside of a joke. Outside of like joke, like I would joke super chat fire JF, hire failure. Now that's ridiculous. Why is it ridiculous?
Was in that call when that was being discussed, failure was only in that call for like 15 minutes before he's like, I gotta go take a diabetic sleep, and just fucked off somewhere, like
I was in the call when he said he was gonna do it like after the Kumite or whatever that day. So I knew he was gonna do it, but like that was like really a Warski kind of thing, like coming from him, like.
Yeah, I never wanted to fucking replace JF.
It was me and Tonka in there talking.
Yeah.
Andy. I'm sitting there telling Andy, why don't you just talk to him in private because you're making good money, and then and Tonka's like, you should do it publicly because he disrespected you publicly, and I was like, well, I mean, if you're gonna do it, make it funny, I guess, but then he just went on too long, and JF, even the potato fucker that he is, the retard he is, figured out like, oh, I think Andy is going to fire me. I quit, and took all the wind out of his sails.
We should get JF on. I'll see. That'd be funny to have him on.
He starts a grudge with me. He still thinks that I tried to get him fired just because I made a fucking joke.
Well, he's got to
fire Jeff, hire failure. And
he's
that's ridiculous because how many times did you try to get me to have a show with Andy?
yeah, your fucking stupid ass is the reason why I had to do a show with him, because you wouldn't fucking do the show. And he was like, I need a partner. I need somebody to help me do a show because I'm fucking retarded. And fuck. Thanks, family, by the way.
I didn't mind doing. Yeah.
I was behind the scenes, and he was like, oh shit, they just like me talking. It's whoever was on the thing. At the time it was Geek, but he was like, hey, Geek's ruining my channel. Geek's ruining my show. If it was just me talking, everyone would love me. Of course, he was in his manic upswing then, thinking it was a good thing to ban everybody. That was just a mess.
Oh, yeah. The council thing. I said, yeah,
do you remember that?
Not a good idea, bud. Probably not a good idea.
And then he blamed me and you for making up that strategy when we both told him it was bad.
By the way, people don't know. Wait. People don't know what that is. Hold on. People don't know what that is. I mean, I do, but it's very deep.
Yeah.
I would fuck Mama JF retarded, but she's already kind of retarded. Oh, sorry.
But so the whole council thing was, Andy was really upset when anybody comes into the chat and says retarded Phoenix, fucking whatever, anything, tributes for Mel, right? And he gets really upset and he just starts banning people. I was a good boy of the show, where I would be like, after every show, because I'd watch people that got banned, I'd be like, that person didn't really say anything. I literally, my boomer ass had a notepad and wrote down that person's name, because then after the show, I would go in, I would find them, and I would unban them.
Yeah, I did do that for Purple Dragon.
Yeah, I eventually got tired of doing that shit. I just mass unbanned everybody. And he fucking had a conniption fit about it. And so he was like, we need to stop banning people. And I reached the point that everybody's shitting on me in the chat, right? Saying, oh, bad guy geek. And I'm like, you know what? I'm tired of fucking unbanning you motherfuckers. Let him ban you. And I was like, go ahead, Andy. If you want to ban people that are fucking with you or whatever, go ahead and ban it. But then he was like, let's ban everybody that said anything. And I was like, that's not a good idea. And then and then this whole, I think he was hanging out in Discord and somebody started talking about this council type thing where it was like a bit of a cult, and then he just kind of took it. And then I was like, well, if you're going to do it, I did my normal stance where I normally do. If you're going to do it, make it funny. Otherwise, it's going to fucking drop like a rock. And, it's not going to work. And then the moment, what was it, Memeology?
Yeah.
Or Dame Pesos. No, it's Dame Pesos.
Dame Pesos.
Yeah, Dame Pesos got banned, and he fucking said something on Twitter, and he's like, oh no, Dame Pesos is mad. Oh, everyone's gonna hate me. Oh, man, everybody. All Geek's fault, not mine.
Yeah, he likes to have the fall guys. All right, I gotta log off because I'm getting really tired. But yeah, go ahead. Final thought there.
I got one last thing.
Sure.
Alex, do you mind me asking a question about your lady and you? I don't know if it's off topic or off. It is nothing, too personal.
I guess.
All right. So your lady was once upon a time talking to Andy before she was talking to you, an interest. And she kind of was, again, a little bit too clingy to Andy. That's how he was painting her anyway. And
that's
so we
told everybody. Yeah.
Well, we told her, all right, you dude, fucking get away from the stalker. If she's being a stalker, get away from her. And like me and you both told him, dude, distance yourself. Now, later on, you end up hooking up with her. Uh-oh.
Here, you want to just put her on real quick?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
Giving her my mic.
Uh-oh.
Can you all hear me?
Yeah, but not that great. Let's talk a little bit louder. Get a little closer.
Okay.
Now we can hear you. Yeah.
Okay, so I knew Andy for maybe about a year before I even met Alex. Mm-hmm. And there was no obsessive bullshit. I tried to stop talking to him on 3 separate occasions. And he literally threatens to kill himself multiple times. It was traumatic for me because it's like I've never
Why'd you
dealt with
stop
someone.
him, God damn it!
Well,
Yeah, God damn you.
No, wait.
Contrary to what people believe, I'm actually really nice. But it's like I wasn't. Oh, shut up. I wasn't used to that. And then when I was finally like, okay, yeah, I'll keep talking to this dude, then out of nowhere, he just starts ghosting me out of nowhere. And it's like, and I was like, okay, you just threatened to kill yourself a couple days ago. And then now suddenly you're just not talking to me. And it's like, I didn't understand. And I was literally just trying to get a fucking apology. And he literally says this about every fucking girl that he meets online. He says that they're crazy.
Oh.
Now, were you with? Now, wait. Were you with him at all? Because he says that y'all were together and that you got with Alex because of that, like, and all this. Like, he had all this whole like crazy backstory.
Well, he was saying that she got with Alex to get closer to him.
Yeah.
What he's telling me.
Yeah, he told me that too. Yeah, he told me that.
No. I got with. No, because like I will like this dude has been fucking running his mouth and lying about me for years, and personally, I would knock his ass out faster than fucking Saw Papi did. I'm just saying. No, I got with Alex. I got with Alex because I saw him on the Metokur stream. And that's how I got in, because I never watched any of y'all's like Purple Dragon things or whatever. I only watched the one that Metokur did on y'all. That is the only stream I ever watched. And I hit him up on Twitter. And yeah, and like the whole extent of how I knew Andy. And like I said, Alex wasn't in the picture for any of this. And we literally just, you know.
No, wait. That's how you met. Wait. That's how you met Andy from the Metokur stream?
No, that's how I met Alex.
Now, you knew Andy before. Yeah, okay. No, wait. You knew Andy before that, though. Now, how did you know him?
Yes. We literally just met randomly on Twitter because I found out who he was.
Because we were doing the apartment thing around that time, like, because I know that it was around that time, like, so and then he's like, this chick stalking me or whatever. And then I was like, okay, I didn't care anyway. So I was like, whatever, I don't care.
Yeah, no, he's not even worth the effort to fucking do any of that shit with. Like, I'm just saying, I barely even fucking knew him. All the shit he says about me, he's literally just fabricating in his own mind, or he takes like little tiny snippets of one thing and he'll make it something worse. All y'all have experienced this. He is a habitual fucking liar.
Warski's a liar. Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt about that. Yeah.
This woman is obviously fabricating. Jesus,
I know. I am
Andy is a bastion of truth. I mean, it's not like she lied to me about going and getting mental help when I helped set it up through the Canadian government in a foreign fucking country, only to find out through his father that he never saw that person.
Yeah.
Chad does not believe women. Chad refuses to believe women regardless. I will say in her defense, which Chad does, it doesn't matter. Chad's anti-woman, doesn't matter. But
this woman needs to be slapped like it's the 1950s.
Right. I mean, I know. I mean, honestly, I respect that for sure. But I will say Warski is like an all-timer when it comes to lies. So yeah, I don't know for sure. You know what I mean? Like Warski would be the type of guy to just completely fabricate some shit like this. I just remember he was talking to you around that time, and then he's like, oh, and he was like, he liked you and was saying good things.
He also liked Kirsten, though.
Right, exactly. Yeah, it was like that. It was like the chick he had leaked the nudes of on Twitter.
The Moffer chick.
Yeah. And
stop saying it's a butterfly, people.
Yeah, and he was like, "Oh, this is this cool chick I'm talking to. Oh, check her out." I was like, "Oh yeah, cool."
Dude, he was talking to her for like a week, and he was telling me, "Dude, I fucking love her."
Yeah, he would do that.
Mario.
He did that all the time, though. Yeah, and I was like, okay, yeah.
Dude, my favorite girlfriend was the Chick-fil-A employee, the one that worked for Chick-fil-A for 6 years.
The one with the big old dead caterpillars for eyebrows?
Yeah, what was her name? God damn. Well, I'll have to find you a picture. God damn it. Don't drag me back here, Ralph.
I don't know. I gotta go. Yeah, we somehow got even deeper into the shit. Like how the fuck? Like, I was trying to sign off, and now we got females.
Let me finish. Let me finish with this girl. So my
thank you
question
for coming
is,
on, by the way.
what happened with so Alex and myself tell Andy stay away from her. Did you just fall in love with Alex's eyes as he stared into the camera and Andy looked away when he was getting arrested? How did the two of you end up hooking up?
Honestly, this guy makes sound decisions. I want to marry this guy.
Yeah, this triple.
I want to be on tops.
Honestly, it was very unexpected how fast we got married. I don't regret it even in the slightest, but it's like the way we met. He decided to surprise me in Los Angeles, and literally, I mean, I'll just be like kind of straight up with this answer. We were just fucking like bunnies for like a week straight. And then I don't know, it just kind of, we just really just fell hard for each other. And it's just, it's almost fun.
Did he fuck you on his tippy toes? And that's not a short joke. You love to walk around on your tippy toes, Alex.
No, not the tippy toes. Shut up. Oh God, you totally just messed me up with that. No, it's just like
how you hooked up. Yeah, you're fucking like bunnies.
It just kind of went really fast, and it's like we just fell really hard for each other. And it's just like the funny thing is, it's just like. That's what I just want to put out there just for like my final statement on it. Like, I barely fucking knew Andy. Like, I barely knew him. I had no intentions of ever fucking be with him. Because sometimes, like, you do just kind of talk to someone because you kind of want to feel better about yourself with their reactions.
You guys bonded over both raising a special needs child.
Wait, what?
All right, I gotta go. Thank you all for calling in. I gotta go. Thank you. I appreciate you calling in too as well.
Chill stream. Thank you for coming, everybody. It's almost 5 hours.
Yeah, no, it's so long.
Fucking Rafflemania coming up.
That's Rafflemania. That's right. Failure Geek. Thank you, Alex. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate everybody as well. Ma'am, I appreciate you stopping by as well. I gotta go though. It's so late. The lore never stops. Somebody in chat just said that the lore goes even deeper. And they're correct. But thank you all. I do appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, 100%. All right, I'm gone. I had to just kill it. I had to kill it. Sorry. This was good. We could have went longer though. Honestly, it probably could have went even an hour longer. It was going so deep though that like my brain is starting to like boil over. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, okay, I need to sleep and just like think about something else for a while and decompress. Like I'm like, holy shit. It's going so deep. I'm like, all right, okay, I need to just we've been on air too long, it's too late. It's about to be 5 a.m. All right, I gotta go. That was kind of, maybe we need a part 2 with that panel. It's kind of fun having Failure back and everybody back. Is there a pic of that chick? I mean, she's married.
You don't want to get into a dick measuring competition. I have a bigger dick. I have a bigger dick. I have a bigger dick.